We'll go ahead and get started with the recap and get into session 2 of campaign 2, the Isle of Forgotten Flame. Last time, a group of 7 somewhat unlikely individuals found themselves in the city of Pilkareth and the neutral Isle of Silence off the northwest coast of the former kingdom of Leflin. After everyone went about their business that they had in the city, everyone except Dirk found themselves kind of wandering around the mayor's manor, and this led to everyone being arrested. You were told that, in a few days, maybe up to half a week or even a full week, you will be processed, and if you're innocent, and you'll be let go, but otherwise, they just wanted to question everybody that was around the mayor's manor. In this cell, you ran into a half-orc, half-human man named Scar, who claimed to have no idea what was going on and claimed to be weirded out by your shadows, but secretly was a little bit more knowledgeable than you thought. And you also met a small kobold named Vidurk, who had been in prison for an undetermined amount of time and does not remember why he is there. After a failed attempt at escape and a little bit of, let's just say, lack of finesse from Captain Lockjaw, most of you ended up dead and revivified shortly after. And as you all drifted off to sleep that night, you then woke up in the woods with all of your items returned, a stack full of documents and notes and gems and all of these very important looking things, and everybody was covered in blood. Everyone seemed to have their long rest, and all of their abilities and such were charged. From here, you continued deeper into the woods, kind of questioning some things, and eventually ran into a human woman by the name of Hana. Hana kind of described your ailments in such a way, stating that you had all been visited, and this is in the lore, I don't know what you call it, the lore text channel. Thank you, Cody. I kind of hit some of like the highlight notes from last session that we might not have had time at the end of last session to kind of go over, but from Hana you learned that you were all visited by this Talibrand, this shadowy beast. And this shadow beast serves the Shadow Lord, who resides in the Dead Mountains in the Far East. And for whatever reason, he is turning people into these shadowless entities, kind of stealing their shadows, and is now able to exert complete control over them at his will. That is what happened to y'all the previous night, and you're a little unsure exactly, what happened. You also learned that Scar was a shadowless spy, and you had to deal with him, which he unfortunately did get away. And then kind of the other big thing you learned is that you're to seek out the Rod of the Seven Flames, or the 7 pieces of the Rod of the Seven Flames, which, just to make that as clear as possible, like Olgrim's axe from the last campaign was one of those pieces. These are the famed weapons of Bonet's party back in the Dizay. And when they're all combined together, you would be able to defeat the Death Tyrant. The Shadow Lord, on the other hand, wants them for potentially other reasons. And Zoomed Off will kind of go over that in more detail, but Hana kind of states that if you're able to gather them all, you'll be teleported to the Shadow Lord, and if you are strong enough, you will potentially be able to defeat him and end your ailment. So that's the
sounds like Power
trail.
Rangers.
What's up, Cody?
So this sounds like the Power Rangers.
Yes, you must...
Megazord!
Yeah, you must combine the pieces to form... Yeah.
We have to go kill Olgrim now?
Well, I didn't say that, but...
That's... Like, we understand the mission.
Okay, wow, that's... I mean, the guy that killed, the only one to... Like, right off the bat, you're the character that was like, I'm gonna kill somebody. So, I could see why you think that way, but...
Whoa, wait.
Yeah.
That I threatened him and he pounced at me.
Sure, maybe he was just going for a hug. You never know. Anyhow, at the end of the session, y'all had just been teleported to kind of the central area of the carnival, and this carnival is run by Zoomdoff, essentially as it was before. Potentially, there's no more management. Yep, that's y'all, Cody.
Every time you get one of the weapons, your armor
Red
transforms
Ranger.
into the suit.
All right, this is not a mech campaign, guys. Calm down.
But it could be.
That's what
could
you
be.
think.
That is true. All right, if anybody has any questions, go ahead and shoot now. Otherwise, y'all are standing in the middle of the square as the sun is rapidly setting outside of the Shady mining colony in the carnival. Music is playing. Clowns are running around on unicycles. And
So are we in a town or we're in the middle of the carnival?
middle of the carnival. The carnival's on the outskirts of town. Because if you remember, Shady Poo is in the mountain. This is outside of the mountain in a clearing of forest. It's a lot better fortification than you'd seen in the past for them. There's a handful of guards and soldiers and things like that around.
Okay, is there anybody looking at us?
Yeah, y'all just kind of like bamfed into existence, and as you look around, there's quite a few people that are just kind of, generally looking y'all's directions.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do a courtly bow and yell out, "Ladies and gentlemen, we are here!"
Okay, give me a performance check. Let's see how.
Start juggling again.
Whoa,
Harker's like, oh god. Like I didn't want to draw attention to myself.
25.
Okay, on a 25, Paul, Papa Maggio looks around. There's a small crate that you kind of pull it. Do you have a cane, correct? That you
Yes.
kind of
Mhm.
you like flip the cane around and like pull it towards you, and as it kind of spins and you hop up on it, you have a hat as well, correct?
Yes, I have a top hat.
And through the use of the hat and the cane and the projection of your voice, a handful of people that are nearby all kind of turn, and they're almost expecting a show, though they're not sure what they're about to see.
Oh god.
Okay, is anybody else going to do anything? Or are you guys going to hide?
I
I've
was
never
juggling.
seen a carnival before. Can I roll like perception to see if there's anything off about it? Like I'm just suspicious in general.
You're very suspicious. Yeah. Give me an
Yeah.
I would say an investigation check.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, lots of lights, lots of you see one guy juggling daggers. That's a threat, potentially. There's one guy throwing daggers at a small board with different concentric rings of alternating colors. Yeah, that guy's a threat too. So you're a little spoofed.
I'm gonna for sure like cower behind Harker and be in the very back.
Hide behind the one he previously attacked.
I'll use a druidcraft and send out the little spectral fairies to kind of
Okay.
float up in the air.
Cool.
I was going to use prestidigitation to do some stuff with that.
Okay. Absolutely. I'll say, two more performance checks.
$18.
13.
13. Okay. Absolutely. As hopping onto this box, Papa Maggio, you use your prestidigitation to kind of shoot out some sparks and things like this, correct? Just to kind of make a little fun show of it. A woman with two young kids, she kind of like tugs on their shirts, and they turn around and they see you, and they start to kind of clap and laugh, and the clowns then come on their unicycles juggling and kind of like circle around y'all. A little bit of a crowd starting to gather. They're thinking this is part of the act.
Oh no.
Does anybody come up like from the carnival themselves, come toward us or anything?
I would say Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna see. We have a couple people around that might be interested. Okay. Let me see where that puts me on the sheet.
As we're doing, I'm also going to use an action to make my magic tattoo form different images on my face and stuff like that.
Okay. A couple of kids come up and they watch. What kind of images would you display?
Well, if it's kids looking, I mean, it'll be something kind of comical or something like that kids would like.
Sure, absolutely.
Nothing scary.
Absolutely. You see a human man. He's got his hair kind of pulled up. He has sort of that like undercut where the top of it is in a long ponytail, but everything from here and below is shaved, and it comes down into kind of a scraggly, patchy gray and white beard. On his sides, Vidurk, you immediately notice that he has multiple swords. Something else to be afraid of. And as he kind of walks up, he kind of like slides into the kind of circle that y'all have created in the center of this area, and he kind of looks over to you, Papa Maggio, and says, "Not sure who you are, but always happy to see folks that are good at entertaining." And he draws his sword and lifts it up and slowly starts to swallow, as people are very interested in that.
As he does that, I'm just gonna sort of like start clapping and try to fade into the crowd.
You're trying to
like I don't have any skills like that would be flashy or anything like at a carnival, so I'm just like I like back away into the crowd of people forming.
As he's doing it, I'll do some because presentation you can make some sounds too, so I'll make some sounds around him as he's doing it. And try to enhance it if I can or whatever.
Sure.
And stuff like that. And then I'm gonna do it like I'll have my tattoo do a big shocked face type thing or something, So it's a little bit scarier for the kids, shock them or something like that, but not terrify them.
Sure. I'll say, in the general vicinity, y'all kind of quickly clock maybe 30 or 40 different individuals. Some work for the carnival, some are just, kind of spectators. And at this point, about 20, 25 of those have kind of congregated around and they're kind of watching this show. The clowns have gotten a bit of a clapping chant going as they're playing their instruments and everyone's kind of clapping to the beat. And Swayze, the sword handler, has his sword halfway swallowed, and he reaches down and kind of pulls some daggers out and kind of starts to juggle them, and in doing so occasionally he'll like hit the sword a little bit lower.
I'll say something like to him, like I'll say, now that we should ask you some questions, but I see you're occupied.
Crowd chuckles at that. Very nice. Okay.
Just hop up onto the top of the sword.
I can almost see Duck going up there grabbing the sword trying to pull it out. No.
Yeah, right.
Please. That's amazing. As this happens, as this is all happening, y'all kind of immediately notice a very imposing figure coming from around one of the tents. As he walks around, he's probably somewhere in the realm of 6.5 to 7 feet tall. He's got kind of like military style hiking boots on and sort of semi-baggy pants and a very tight waistband. He's wearing no shirt and he has sort of the almost like sweatbands wrapped around his wrist. As he approaches, you realize that these are braces. This appears to be some type of strong man. He's got a small kind of comical top hat on his head and just kind of a big smile as a lot of people kind of clear the way as he comes around. There's a series of boxes and some ramps made from planks, and the clowns go on their unicycle to the top of the box, and he watches this man picks up the box and lifts it up as the clown is balancing and juggling on the unicycle. The crowd starts to kind of get into it.
He's doing that. I'm gonna go to another clown and pick him up.
Okay.
and I'll be like,
Give me an athletics check, Papa Magio.
I'm gonna re-roll that one. That was bad. Okay, that was better. Athletics. It's 18.
18, absolutely. These the Kinku clowns, they're not super heavy, but at your stature, it still puts a little strain on you. But you are
Right.
able to pick them
I have a 19 strength
hmm
with a gauntlet, so
That's true. That is true. That's a very good point.
I don't look like I should be because I'm very
Yeah.
slender, very
We'll say it's a lot of stress through your bones, but you're absolutely able to statically kind of hold them here. And as you do, you're continually moving these pictures around on your face and such. The crowd at this point, it's 40, almost 50 people have gathered. Some of
I'm
the
like
side
halfway
shows.
back out of the.
Yeah, you're in the crowd
Just like-
at this point. Yeah, a lot of the side shows that are like throwing darts or small carnival games have kind of like brought their game like into the center of this area and are like having people from the crowd like toss a ring and try to knock these bottles down. Just they're trying to just entertain people as best they can. As this large imposing figure kind of sets the box down, the Kinku clown kind of unicycles off of it, and he does kind of like an aerial type sideways flip and then a front flip, and as he does, he kind of throws his hands out in a type of pose, and many people clap for it.
Okay.
And go ahead.
I'll let the clown down too as he's doing it, and then after clown's down, when he does his pose, I'm going to do a bow to him. I'll
Okay.
take off my hat, do a
Nice.
bow to him. So.
He grabs his comically small top hat and tips it to you as well, places it back on. As he kind of walks over, a lot of other individuals in the carnival have now showed up, such as the sword. The animal tamers are off to the side, some of the other games. So the attention is not directly on y'all at the exact moment. This imposing figure comes up and says, "Why, hello there. The name's Zoomdoff. How are you doing? Are you from..." And he kind of gets real low. "Did Hana send you?"
This is the strong man?
Yep, 7
How
foot,
about-
7 foot
and I'll-
buff strong man.
And that's zoomed off?
Correct.
Allegedly.
Okay. So I can say, because that's different from before. so.
Absolutely, he was a halfling. And he
Hey,
was
you don't know that.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying from remembering.
No. Meta-wise, Paul, you're completely correct.
All right. Well, when he does that, like I said, I'll kind of turn my head, just kind of a slight nod, to acknowledge what he said, and give him introduce myself to him, of course. That I am Papa Migio, the greatest of all. Well, small.
Greatness can be small. Believe me, I was once small myself. And everyone else? Introductions?
I'll introduce my cousin, and
I'll bow.
and so if the others, I'll kind of just point to them and let them introduce themselves.
Has the crowd like fizzled away, or is everyone still there?
It's migrating, so you're either migrating with it or you're,
I'm kind of staying, so like I get towards the tail end of the crowd, and I'm kind of like left there.
Whenever he was backing up, I was behind him, so I just kind of got pushed along with him, so I'm still behind him.
We both just faded into the crowd.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I was expecting a bit of a larger group. Seems some are. He kind of looks over, and you're just like, you're just like trying to blend in. Yeah. Meet me at the, and he kind of points over at a tent, kind of off in the distance. Meet me at my personal tent in 5 or 10 minutes. Enjoy yourselves for a few more, 30 minutes or so if you wish. I'll be there and we can discuss what needs to be discussed. And he kind of tails off from y'all, and once he's kind of a considerable distance away, "All right, everyone, gather around." And he starts like picking up some of the acrobats and like kind of throwing them, and just a nice little show going on.
Okay, I'll turn toward I guess the people are still here and not hiding or drifted away. I guess Ryder's still here, or did he drift away too?
No, I'm just standing there, not doing anything.
So So
Like I'm like there now. I just like faded in the crowd when the crowd moved. I'm kind of still there though, so we're all still here.
so I guess we should go meet him soon.
I have
And
no
see what's going
intention
on?
of enjoying the carnival.
Oh, that is
Scared?
fine. We can head over to the tent and find out what's going on.
I mean, y'all
Never learned how to
do
have
whatever.
fun? I don't like this place. I want to go
Which
home.
makes-
Doesn't seem like there's anything you like, except for home.
The mines.
The children yearn for the mines. I mean, we can go talk to him. I don't have anything else to do.
I mean, are we gonna just follow him and be weird? I mean, he said 30-ish
Well, I mean,
minutes.
we said 5 or
Just
10
not-
or 30 if we're doing something.
I don't see why we can't just leave the carnival. Why would we stay here?
Because we have to talk to the man with the information.
I mean, unless
what?
you don't mind
Information
not,
for what?
unless you don't mind having this like weird aura about yourself that's blocking your shadow that you were screaming about in the prison there.
And being controlled by that shadow creature thing or whatever all the time. So this is what we have to do to try to find out what's going on.
Or feel free to just leave if you don't want to. No one's keeping you here.
I'm gonna look around and look at all the people with their swords and all this other stuff. And I already know that Harker here has fists that are beyond weaker than mine. So I'm just gonna elect to stay with the group.
Okay. So I guess I mean, unless we wander around, just kind of look at things for a little bit, because not follow him directly to his tent immediately.
Yeah.
10 or 15 minutes, kind of just wander around looking at things, learn a little bit about where things are at, escape routes, or whatever. If we have to make a hasty escape.
I just want to pull out like a little like map of like Leflin and just like look at where I was and then like look at where we are now.
Yes.
And I just look like
There.
horribly upset by this. Like I'm like
We're
looking
there,
at the
and
map
now
like
we're way over here.
Just sneak
Like
behind
you-
his shoulder and be like, having a hard time reading? Is that what's bothering you?
it's just I really this is a lot farther away than I really hope to be right now.
We need to drag our character over to see.
Oh yeah, I guess y'all maybe can't see.
It's like teleporting from like California to Maine.
This will let y'all see, I think.
I don't know, man. This looks pretty easy. I can do half this stuff. I don't see what the big deal is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I just had plans and they're all out the window. So,
Well, maybe you should roll that window up.
all right. All right.
They have rolling windows?
Plans change.
I mean, you never heard of a gear?
I've never seen a window that rolls up.
Well, you probably never seen a window.
I'm gonna
it's
point
pretty
over
easy
to
make. You just
I'm gonna point over
I don't
to
know,
one
I've
of the
never seen them
tents.
make a window out of dirt.
A tents with a little square on the side of it with the flap that's covering it. And I say, that's a window right there.
No, that's a hole. There's a
just
difference.
hostile. That's a window.
That's a window right there!
So are y'all wishing to find the lay of the land of the carnival?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Okay.
10 or 15, if everybody wants to. For
Do
like
they
15
do they
minutes,
have-
then we'll head over toward where he indicated.
do they have like a little map thing that's like a you are here and it's like the attractions?
It's not that big of a carnival, so you're able to walk it pretty easily. But if you wish to ask somebody for directions, Harker.
I don't have it. I don't know.
Yeah, as
I'm
we're
just
going,
waiting. I'm just waiting 15 minutes.
as we're going, I want to try to make sure there's nobody following us.
Okay.
So
Go ahead and give me
or paying particular attention to us.
Yeah, go and give me a perception check. See if you notice anyone.
We're walking around. I'm like, I can do this. I'm gonna pull out my swords and like try to juggle them.
Perception.
These short
14.
swords.
Yes.
I'm gonna stand back, further back.
I'll say, go ahead and give me a general dexterity check. What'd you get, Paul?
14.
14. Okay, noted.
I am going to reroll that one. That is much better. That's a 17 plus 3.
So they almost called you Nine Finger Rider. So.
Yeah. Ugh.
So Ryder's trying to do.
I don't know how I like that nickname, Hunter.
There's a Y. It's spelled with a Y. It's one of the attractions here. Yes.
Oh God.
You know what, Ryder? You honestly had some doubts in your mind, but as you flip them up, they kind of rotate in the correct way, and you're able to juggle them. Takes a lot of concentration. But, yeah. Pop Magio, it doesn't seem anybody is following at the moment as y'all are walking around. You notice number of carnival side games, number of places to eat. You can see fortune tellers and a small pen for animals. You can see the main tent as it appears that there will be a show starting relatively soon. It's getting about that time where the carnival just starts to pick up and get busy. A lot of people in Shantypoo are probably now off work and heading out for a night of entertainment for family, friends, children, everyone.
Okay. So I get, like I said, after we walk around a little bit, then we'll head over toward the tent.
Sure. As y'all head over towards I would say like the northern portion of the carnival itself, you notice that there are quite a few zombie class undead. People that still have most of their faculties and most of their flesh, but their mental state is slowly deteriorating. Most of them would still be considered sentient by most standards. You can see that there's the living and the undead, intermingling and mixing and chatting, and it seems that in the past 30 some odd years, this has become commonplace enough that most people here aren't really bothered by it. You see one group in particular, a group of undead dwarves. Y'all overhear their conversation as they're chatting with a group of living circus performers. The circus performers are saying, "Oh, so you choose to be undead then? You didn't die naturally and were raised." And the female dwarf says, Well, no, we didn't necessarily choose it. I mean, just kind of the circumstances. We thought it was best. It was a choice in a way, but the whole Bumblehoffen clan is here, happily undead. It's it was a rough ride for my brother Dorstalor and my cousin Orlok, and my sister Gershwin, but we all decided that it was best for us here. And we're really glad for it. We can keep doing business and just enjoying the rest of our undead lives. So, some of you might react to that differently than others.
Curiosity.
As you continue onward, there is a smallish tent kind of tucked off to the side, and you can see the imposing figure of zoomed off, peeking half his body out into the fairway there, and just kind of motioning for y'all to come in at your own leisure.
Okay. I mean, I'll head over that way.
Yeah, I'll go in.
As you walk inside, there is a bunch of chairs of various sizes. Some perfect size for a kobold, some perfect for a someone of halfling stature, such as the Papamagio and a Billy, and even some that are perfect fit for the more imposing figures, such as Zoomed Off. He kind of beckons for everyone to sit down. He has a kettle of tea that's burning over a small fire that's chimneyed out of this tent. And
Is there,
go ahead.
Is there a crate or something inside
Sure.
of this tent, like a
Yeah.
box? I'm gonna set my chair on top of that and get up there.
Nice, yeah. So you see a few boxes, and you kind of walk over and kind of wrap on them and realize, not much in these, and so you just kind of slide them over a bit and kind of hop your chair up there, and you're more or less, eye level with Zoomed Off at this point. I'll assume everyone else takes their seats or stands or whatever they wish to do. There's nice herbal tea being brewed if you're interested. Zoomed Off walks over to the main part of the entrance of his tent, and you can see he appears to be doing something magical. Anybody that would be interested, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
I'll roll.
Well, I don't think I noticed anything. 6.
Yeah, the box took a little bit of time.
19.
19.
10.
Rider of a Dirk.
You said Arcana?
Arcana. Yeah.
Yeah.
19.
Oh, so 2 19s then. So Harker and Vidurk, y'all are becoming a little bit buddy-buddy, it seems. Even rolling the same checks.
No.
You watch as he is putting some type of a protective talisman, sort of base, like charm type spell, on the entryway of this tent. A brief look around, you don't notice any other true entrances into the tent. Obviously, if you lifted up the fabric, you could slip under. The room itself is maybe about 30-foot diameter. I would say it matches pretty close to the bottom picture on the Roll20, just without the, without some of the larger objects in there. Just kind of something similar to that space. And as he finishes pouring the teas, he sits down and he says, "Well, everyone, I already introduced myself, but I'll start over again. I am Zoomed Off, the head manager of the carnival here. We do a bit of traveling, but for the time being, we're finding that Shanipu is a very good place for us. And so we're just sticking around here for a while and entertaining for as long as the money keeps flowing in and the faces are happy. But that's not why you're here, and I'm fully aware of that." He kind of looks down as the lantern light casts shadows from objects, and he has one, by the way, and none of you do. "I'm terribly sorry that this Tallybrand creature has visited you all. It seems that if the Shadow Lord wants it, the Shadow Lord gets it, but I know that Hana's trying to change that. To be clear, what I did a second ago," and he kind of points over to the doorway, "a bit of a protection against any shadowy creatures that might be watching."
Does he have a shadow?
He does. Yes, he does.
Okay.
Can you clarify something for me? Did he put the charm on the door before we came through? Like we all walked through it? Or are you saying we were in there and then he put it on the door?
He closed the curtain once y'all were all inside and put the charm up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a window?
I'm afraid there's not.
You don't know what they look like, so it'd be hard to tell.
No, I pointed one out. I've just never seen one that rolls up.
Yeah, there are no.
He
no
doesn't know what a
windows,
window is.
rollable or otherwise in this tent.
Okay.
And he goes on to kind of reiterate some of the things that Hana had already said. So if you just FYI again, the lore chat, little text channel up there. There's kind of some information on that. He kind of states a few more things, and he says, "Well, for the Shadowless Guild, we'll have to get you all acquainted with the local guild here in Shanipu. But we'll get to that in a day or so. There's no need to rush these things. But I have been told that the newer missions will be all centered around gathering these 7 flames of this rod. We have a few leads that we'll be sharing, but due to confidentiality reasons, it will be shared within the Shadowless Guild itself. For clarification, I am not a member of the guild, but I've been a friend of Hana's for many years, and because of that, I am helping her. I believe her cause to be just and noble, and wish to help her out as she suffers from the same ailment as you.
So you don't think the Scar fellow is gonna let everyone know we turned on him?
I did hear about this this Scar fellow, but to be clear, based on my understanding of the situation, he had no understanding that any of you were fully acquainted with this Shadowless Guild or otherwise. You had some basic information at the time. Depending on what Scar tries to do, it could put a wrench in our plan, but believe us, our network is quite vast. We have many Shadowless and unshadowless, or normal, as some call them, that we'll be able to track him down and make sure that he doesn't talk. But that's a story for another day. Let's not worry about it for now. You're halfway across the world at this point, and I can assure you.
I'm asking if does he know Drake, the other person that was in there?
Drake.
That person that was the other guy that was being dragged or whatever?
Lothric, yeah. Lothric Drake. You must be referring to the Drake family. I've heard that they're quite good at taming beasts. There are rumors that they're involved in some resistance activities, trying to overturn the Chuldanog and all. Some people that are a little bit, let's just say, attached to the old ways, back before the Chuldanog took over. Nothing has been confirmed, as I understand it, but, so you're saying that he was arrested in Pilkareth?
He was on the ship, but what happened to him, don't know.
Ooh, well, that's, could put a wrench in some other people's plans, but good thing it doesn't have to do too much with us. At least I hope not. But now let's kind of talk about a few things here. So, and he kind of like reaches down next to him, and there's like some steel rods that he would clearly use as part of his strength show that he would put on. And as he picks one up, he's kind of just like acting like he's moving it, and as he does, he quickly turns and throws it, and he throws it like right in between two of y'all. Y'all kind of panic and are about to go through your weapons, and right as it does, it goes maybe about 5 or 10 feet behind one of you and just stops in midair, like it hits something. You can kind of hear like this little noise, and as that happens, kind of this like rift in space appears, and out of it falls this shadowy imp-like creature. Oh, can't have that now, can we?
What was the point of that thing on that door then?
It was already in here, but hadn't made its presence fully known yet. It was trying to listen into our conversation, and because of that, I made sure to deal with it. To put it simply, you're being watched at all times. Things like this talisman and otherwise will allow you to have a bit of reprieve from the Shadow Lord's eyes, though I can't say it'll be permanent. I know a little bit about these shadowless abilities, and I will be able to help you on your journey as things progress and you get stronger. But for now, let's go over the basics. He kind of asks everybody to stand up. So each of you stand, kind of walks over and opens up a jar, and you see he pulls out this jar. There's these like black, they almost look like obsidian, like a black glass-like crystals. They have very strange facets on them. They're more in the shape of like a cylindrical, hexagonal or octagonal type of crystalline structure. that appears to be like natural, but it has a bunch of like very weird facets in it. And as y'all kind of look at it closely and get it in the correct light, you can see that they appear to be like runes or glyphs of some sort. These will help you as we kind of go over the basics of the abilities here. So, hands one to each of you. And he begins to explain that as you level up, you will gain more abilities in the shadowless arts. And currently, he's expecting at everyone's level here to be able to bamf back and forth between the shadow plane and the material plane. He explains that in doing so, you will not be able to interact with the material plane while in the shadow plane, and vice versa. Occasionally, concentration on spells and things like that can be broken, and it can be quite a bit to deal with. But those are things that you'll just have to learn with time. But he kind of says to just close your eyes and focus on the obsidian shard. Kind of see if you can feel a haze around your body. And I'll say, Vidurk, since you had noticed this haze in the past with your roll from last session, you're quickly able to sort of feel a connection between the shard and like a skin of like shadowy energy kind of encompassing your body. And if you wish, you feel like you can just kind of disappear for a brief second.
I'll do it.
He does it.
I'll do it.
He does it. As you do that, you all kind of hear this thunk as you each kind of open your eyes just to see what it is, and you notice that where Vidurk was standing, there's now just a shard sitting in the dirt below him. Vidurk, you watch as you kind of now open your eyes, and you can kind of see the room that you were in before. Like, you can see the figure of Zoomdoff and your new companions here, and you can kind of see the room, but like as you reach for a box that's just near you, your hand kind of goes right through it. It's immaterial for you now. And as you start to walk, you see that there is like the boundary of the tent itself. And as you like walk up to it, you see if you can kind of like poke your hand through it, but your hand just goes thunk. And as it does, you can kind of see this slight shimmering effect of the entire tent. It appears that there's some type of barrier that you're unable to pass. And before you have too much time to kind of interact and enjoy it, you all of a sudden bamf back. Everyone watches as Vidurk appears about 15 feet away from where he went away, and he's standing against the wall with his hand against the tent.
Well then.
So, what happened?
I don't know.
What happened and stuff.
It felt, I could just see basically, I guess, so I wanted to explain to them kind of what I was trying to explain to, oh, his name isn't there. Where is he? Harkin?
Marker.
Harker. Your little thingy isn't on the screen anymore. Yeah, so I wanted to explain to them essentially what I was seeing around us whenever from last session, basically that there's like an aura and it's kind of glowing on us, and I noticed it back in the prison cell, and basically whenever I was holding this gem, and I want to point to it, this shard, that something just felt off. It felt like a connection, so I don't know, I kind of gave into it, and then I disappeared, and everybody was all like distorted and shadowy, but I was still in the same area.
So essentially how this ability works, and all of you now can use it if you wish, you can, as an action, teleport into the shadow plane for a single round, and potentially, given certain circumstances, you may also be able to move or do other things here. if obviously it's just an action, so on your turn you could move and do a bonus action and all these other types of things. And if you occupy somebody's space or the space of another object and you're brought back, then you'll take some psychic damage and things like that. But otherwise, it's just kind of a free out. You're unsure how many times you can do this, but it doesn't seem that there's a limitation at this point. Would anybody else attempt it at the moment?
Yeah, I'll attempt.
May as well.
Now, when we do it, like you said, the shard fell on the ground, so the shard doesn't come with us.
The shard is merely a method for helping you your first time. Afterwards it is useless. So,
Okay.
yeah, the shard just kind of falls to the ground, and where Papa Maggio and Hark were standing, and you have a similar experience.
Okay. When I come back, I'm gonna pick up the shard and pocket it.
While we were there, could I see if am I able to touch Papa Maggio, or is he
While he's in the shadow plane with
yeah,
you,
while we both
absolutely, yeah. There's a
Okay.
there's a real interaction. Like
just making sure.
you're like shadowy forms of yourself, so it's like you can kind of tell, like who each other are just because of like spatial, where they were before. Obviously, like the generic size is easy to tell, but it's a little bit difficult to tell exactly.
Okay, so there's no distinct details on the people, like you can't see them like normal.
Yeah, it's not like normal. Your face does not look like your face.
Does it look like what?
It's
Just
just a
a way-
form. You're a form. So for you, you would be this, smallish, top hat wearing, bipedal form.
Okay.
But like a sword, you can clearly see that there is a long, shadowy object. If someone had a sword, for instance, it's almost
But
like
we
a
can't
fuzzy
tell who
shadow.
somebody is.
You could, if you spend enough time there, you could probably tell who certain people are. If you've also spent time with them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There are features, but they're very small. Well, appears everyone's pretty comfortable with that for now, or at least those that are willing to try. Feel free to keep the shards. They can help if you find anyone else along their journey as well. But I must warn you, and he kind of points over to this dead imp-like shadowy imp creature. You'll be being watched at all times. While in the shadow plane, you'll potentially have a brief amount of reprieve from this. Maybe about 6 seconds or so if you needed to say something secret. But I would keep any talks of rebelling against the Shadow Lord to a minimum. It could be troublesome if these shadow imps are watching.
Is there any way for us to know if they're watching us? And I'm guessing if we kill them, we'd be in trouble also. as you
Well,
did.
that's what we thought at first as well, but it does turn out that if you kill them, within a day or so, another one will appear. They don't appear to have much of a memory. They're more sort of mindless creatures obeying the Shadow Lord's command. You're even able to trick them to an extent. For instance, you could coax one out, saying that you're trying to help the Shadow Lord out, and you could use the help of a Shadow Imp. If you're cunning enough, you may be able to get one to come out, and, well, hope you don't miss your shots if you're trying to off it.
Okay. So how do we tell if there's one around us?
There always will be, unless you've killed one recently. There's no real telltale sign. This talisman I put up kind of allows me to detect them, though. It's only something that can be done on a certain building, and it takes months to set up, so I could teach you, but won't be much assistance at the moment.
Okay, but it's a portable building, so if we had a tent that we could put this on, we could have a reprieve.
Well, the building is got to be in the same location. If it's moved, the effect is broken.
Well, when you move your tent, you have to reset it up, right?
Well, this tent has been here for months, but correct, we would.
How long does it take to set up?
At least a month, if not longer. Requires us essentially casting a ritual every day for 30 days.
Okay.
Kind of gives y'all a moment to kind of understand. If any of you wish to, re-enter the shadow plane, you can have the similar experience. It doesn't seems to be infinite. Seems to be as much as you wish at the moment.
Good.
Zumdorf then goes on to explain. He says, "Well, there's only so much I can teach you, but I was told by Hana that you might be the perfect ones for this next task. You see, there's an old trailer that we've, just been carrying with us for some 30-odd years at this point. It used to belong to our Reverend. Brother Justin was his name. He was a bit of a, how should you say, shady fellow, I think maybe that's a good way to put it, and turns out he was up to some things rather uncouth. But that's ancient history, and there's really no need to go into the details. All that I can tell you is that we have it on good word that there may be some very useful knowledge within that trailer. But I'm afraid it's infested with shadow imps. If you'd be able to go in there and clear it out, there may be some knowledge in there that will help you on your journey." Up for the task?
Where exactly is this journey sending us?
Well, to pick up these 7 pieces of the flames, of course. But wherever it sends you is wherever it sends you. You stray too far from your task, you very well may end up in a field with a handful of documents covered in blood. Not much you can do about it, I'm afraid. Try to do your best to stick to the task, and, hopefully it'll work out.
Okay, so if we go to this trailer with these shadow imps, how do we have to go into the shadow realm to fight them?
No, they have been permanently stuck in the material, and we've locked them inside of this trailer. Luckily, they don't seem very interested in leaving it, so just close the door and they don't they don't get out. We'd have to lock you in there, of course, for the time being.
How many are there?
Well, that's a good question. I've seen 3 or 4, but there may be a few more hiding in there.
It should be
How
fine.
big is this trailer? Can you actually fight in there?
Oh, here, I've got a schematic for you. I'll pull over your tokens, you'll be able to.
I'll just pull my crossbow out, turn it over, and start carving little runes in the side of it.
Like you're carving out runes in your dagger?
No, in my crossbow.
Oh, in the crossbow, okay.
There we go.
So, what do you say? You up for the task?
Supposed to be stuck on the edge.
Where you at?
Oh,
There we
now
go.
I can see.
Yeah, roll 20 doing roll 20 things. Good lord, why is it so big?
Man, we're having that big oath. I didn't realize I was going to be up here in the front by myself.
I So yeah, like what exactly happened to the other two? Did they just not show up through the portal
The
or teleportation? Sorry.
the way that I just
I guess
do this
customs.
campaign is just ignore. They don't exist. They're not real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
just- it makes it easier than trying to.
They got held up by customs.
You're held up by customs. Yeah, teleportation customs.
They got taken to like the plane of law or whatever.
Oh gosh.
This is definitely Divinity Original Sin soundtrack.
Congrats. That's correct. If you played the game, it's very recognizable, isn't it?
That is a great game.
Agreed. All right.
I guess the entrance is the other end.
With the very sus
Yeah.
circle on the ground.
What are you talking about, bro? That's a
Fucking eyeball in the back.
It's a clerical mat, guys.
Clerical mat, right? Yes. Welcome. May God bless this home.
You are told that there will be no light inside of the trailer unless you have it yourself. So,
Should be
Who
fine.
needs lights?
well, the shadow imps definitely don't. So, if you're ready for the task, y'all can position yourselves within the first 2 rows on the left.
As we're like getting there, the little runes I was carving into my crossbow kind of light up. I'm using Hunter, one of my infusions,
Gotcha.
on the crossbow.
Cool.
All
I
right,
didn't hear what you said. Where are we supposed to put ourselves on this thing?
Put armor on.
So I'll move you, Ryder. So within the first 2, I think I said rows, columns.
Oh, yeah, just throw me right in the trap circle.
Well, I'm just...
Yeah, I'm not standing on the welcome mat.
So just within those first 2 rows, and then the door will be closed. So,
Are we able to prepare?
yeah, do whatever you wish. Like, essentially, you walk in, and like the round of you walking in is a full 6 seconds, and the door's closed. So if you have something that lasts more than a round, you'd like to cast it or whatever.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna put my armor on, and I'll have a lantern out.
So your lantern is, let's see, what is the lantern? See what this lantern can do here in terms of distance.
Did you happen to? So I have the Find Familiar now. Am I supposed to have a token for that?
Yes. Well, you're supposed to tell me beforehand so I could make it, but
Well, my familiar will be a raven most of the time.
wait, you have a familiar too?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Mine was supposed to be the
I
beetle.
did ask y'all to tell me any tokens you would need. So
Oh, well, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know we used the tokens for those.
uh,
Well, I guess we would need to.
yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, I mean it's quite a bit of work to set them up. I mean, I can just I can give y'all a raven, like that takes 2 seconds, but
I don't have one right now because mine was killed, and I haven't had a chance to resummon them.
okay, yeah. So maybe none of those for now, but yeah, if y'all have familiars, whatever forms they can take, just tell me, and I'll spend some time and I'll create the tokens. You'll have full access, because here's the hold up. If I give you access to the raven token, if I have a raven token, you also have access to that token. So like on the map, so that they're linked. So I have to unlink one and create a different one. So, anywho, okay. So let's see, Papa Magio. I'm gonna give you emitting bright light to 30 feet, and emitting low light to 30 feet. Because of your lantern, and then which page are we on? And then we're gonna make this night mode. I'll have everyone roll initiative.
Okay. Here.
12. Oh, right, we have to roll it on there.
Yeah, I mean, if you roll it in person, you can just roll and then type a 12. That's fine.
Okay.
Aha, I rolled good.
Okay, but it did the same bloody thing where I looked and there was nobody in initiative, and then once y'all rolled, it now has 2 of everybody. Grr. All right, everybody have their numbers correct?
Yep. I switched mine down to a 12.
Okay, there's no dash. There's no scar.
Thank God.
Billy, did you get the 11? Is that what I see?
Yes.
Okay, there's no Eva. Ryder, what'd you get? 8?
9.
9? Oh, okay. Paul, are you the 20 or the 5?
5.
And then, Dirk,
Mm-hmm.
which one were you? The 9 or the
11.
4? You were the 11. Oh, yeah, 11 or the 4. Okay. That's very annoying. But I think everyone's in the order. Y'all can tell me.
Oh,
Nothing
I didn't
changed
think
on
I
our
would be
end,
the
no.
highest other than the 20 for the imp.
Okay. All right. Let me create my imps.
That's crazy.
I mean, you don't have to be if you don't want to.
This is true.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me if someone wants to swap with me.
It's your spot. If you don't want it, I'll take it. If you do want it, that's fine.
I'll leave it up to you.
I'll let you go be sacrificial then.
Wait, I didn't think that's what was being decided here.
Does anybody have a passive perception greater than 16 or greater?
Nope.
It said 16 or greater for what?
Passive perception.
Perception.
On the far right, it says senses.
Okay. No, I'm at 14.
Okay. Noted. All of a sudden, right here, some shadowy imp-like creature sort of apparates. It appears that it had been invisible. And it will go ahead and take an attack against Papa Maggio. And again, I can only whisper these rolls, sadly. So 14.
Misses.
And let's see. Yep. Do that. Another one appears, I'm going to say right here. Another one appears right here. So I'll take an attack against Ryder, attack against Harker. So this is against Ryder. That's a 16, Ryder.
Oh.
All right. And then Harker, that's 8.
No.
Are y'all sure they don't hit? You don't want to give those to me? Okay.
No.
Harker, you're up.
Fantastic. I guess. I guess I'll shoot this one here.
Okay.
Since I don't have disadvantage on that one.
Wait, really? It doesn't matter if they're in your face?
technically the rules are any enemy within 5 feet gives disadvantage, but I've never played that way.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I will shoot the one in front of Ryder. 16 to hit.
Let me check. I don't have their AC. 16 misses. 16 misses.
All right, and then. That'll be it.
Okay. Vidurk. Oh. Hold on. Oh, that's right.
He's scared, cowering in a corner.
Vidurk, you live?
Yeah, sorry. I was talking to the wife. My turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Trying to get these
Uh,
numbers up for y'all.
The 5 feet matters for spells as well, correct?
Yes.
If it's a range.
If it's
spell.
to hit, yeah. If it's like to hit,
range.
not
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, like
Um,
a saving throw wouldn't affect it.
I am going to use my Draconic Cry
Okay.
as a bonus action. It's within 10 feet, so it should affect these 2 imps right here. You and your allies have advantage on attack rolls against any of those enemies who could hear you.
Acquire enemies. Okay. So next turn, your allies have advantage on attack rolls against any of those enemies who can hear you. Can you strike?
So it doesn't even say like they have to roll against it or anything. They just it's automatic. Is
Absolutely.
my understanding of it.
Yep. That's
Okay.
exactly how it reads. So
They have ears, right?
They do have ears. I'll mark them
Okay.
with a yellow dot to confer that
Okay.
the next is. I think it's just the next attack, if I'm not mistaken. Let me read that again.
Okay.
So the start of your next turn on attack rolls. Oh, all of them. There you go.
Okay. Thunder Wave would not be good to use here. Okay.
Oh, it would not.
I am going to use Starry Wisp on the imp in front of Ryder.
Okay.
My God, I just saw your last name.
Nit. Let's see. You said it until the start of your next turn. So that means I do get advantage this turn.
It says you and your allies. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. There's one roll. It's pretty good.
Yep.
And here's the other roll.
Oh. Oh yeah, that matters. So hit the damage. Damage, and then hit the crit damage button. I think, right? I'm not sure
where's
how
the
that works. I'm not sure if you're supposed to click just one or both. Let's see how it rolls.
I think you click both because it.
Where's
it
the
only did
crit
the one?
one?
It should,
It's under the same thing. It just has the second button underneath it that says crit damage.
I don't
like
see that on my
in the
screen.
chat. Your Starry Wisp says critical 26.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's usually easier to roll it from the chat. Okay, so yeah, you do just click the crit damage button because it's got the
I kept the first
2d8s.
roll anyways because I rolled an 8 on the first one, and then it would add the 6. Would be my second one technically, right?
Well, let's just do it based on the correct button. So 14.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, you technically for the crit damage you rolled a 6 and then an 8, right?
Yeah.
So okay.
Sure.
All right, 14 damage to this imp, and that is what type of damage is Starry Wisp?
I think it's radiant. Let me read. Yeah, radiant damage. Yeah,
Which one was this
until the
against?
the one in front of
One to
Ryder.
my right.
Okay, just making sure,
And it's-
because otherwise it wouldn't work. Perfect.
It emits a dim light in a 10-foot radius and can't benefit from invisible.
Oh. Very nice.
And that's my turn. Anybody need a reroll? Didn't
Me?
pop. Okay.
Perfect.
Whoever make it, I just remembered Papa Mishio had re-rolled his.
Whoever you
Yeah.
want to give it to.
But I used my luck point.
Oh, then it's mine.
All right, Vidurk, anything else?
That's mine.
It's mine.
No, that's it. That's my turn.
All mine.
Billy.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and use a bonus action for wild shape.
Okay.
I was gonna try the wolf out. So I guess I'll just move my guy to the left
yeah,
or
you
something.
just move your guy, yeah.
Recognize
Go put
the
Billy in a
alpha.
corner.
I'll put baby in the corner.
Oh, woo!
When y'all hover over him, it should say Billy's Wolf. Can everybody else see the 11 hit points that the wolf has when you hover over?
It just
No.
shows a
It's
green
just a bar.
Just for y'all, it's just the bar.
I
Okay.
see the 11,
Harker's
but-
punk ass don't have a health bar.
What happened?
but doesn't it
What about
use my health now?
Yeah, now I can see 11.
Correct. It will default currently to 11. So if you just double click the token, whatever, because I didn't know what your health was. Whatever your health was,
Right.
you can go. Well, yet again, I don't actually remember what you can see. So on the far right for the green circle,
Mhm.
if you just click the attribute to none, and then just type in the two, like
I
for
see.
bar one, whatever that number would be for your
There we
current
go.
hit points.
It had me set as having 0 hit points.
But you have to make the other one not 11, so 24 out of 24.
I see. Oh, well,
So you'll have
Can
to.
y'all read-
It'll be like that.
So
Here,
wait.
I can do it for you. Yeah.
Can y'all
Oh,
read
it
the
is
number on mine?
straight out
as
from the
well?
11. It won't let me edit that.
Yeah.
I
part.
can't read the number on anybody's, but I can see your health bar now.
So I can.
Yeah, it
I
had me
can
as
make,
0 hit points.
I can make it so. Can y'all read Harker's now?
Yes.
Yeah. I just realized how to do that.
I mean, I can't read anybody's but my own, so if
Right.
whatever 6 one way half a dozen the other.
Yeah, and now I can see Parker's. And now Magio.
Yeah. There's a complex series of things that you have to click to get that to work. Okay, that's cool.
Okay. All right, and I'm gonna try and bite that imp in front of Parker.
Go for it. Arr.
16 to hit.
16 misses. Just misses.
All right, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, very nice. First wild shape. Ryder.
I will add more dots to this imp
God damn.
and cast hex on it.
All right. We have all kinds of symbols. I will use
More dots.
more dots. Problem is the dots are the easiest one to find.
Okay, stop that.
Hex. A little skull.
And I'll start swinging.
Okay.
$24 to hit.
24 hits.
Oh, 2d6. Nine points for the first.
Okay. This is from your which weapon is this?
That one was my short sword.
Okay. So what mastery does that
That one's got the advantage one that I don't need currently.
understood?
And then
Okay, take
21 to hit.
21 hits.
And 15 for the second.
He's a real hurt boy.
That's all I got.
Papa Maggio?
Okay, I'm the one in front of me. I'm going to bonus action attune him to a doll.
Okay.
I'm going to take a doll. I'm going to wrap it with string, so he needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay, a second. See if I have a symbol that we can use for
Yes, doll.
a doll. Yeah, of course. I will look at my doll symbol library. Closest I got is that. Looks like a doll.
Sure it does.
Wisdom. That's 11.
Okay, he fails, so he'll be half movement this round. Next round, he can't move.
Okay. Help me remember that, please. All right.
That's
Anything
what,
else?
That's what
Papa
the doll's
Maggio?
for, Hunter.
Yeah, but it could mean anything. Is the
You've got like 5 things on there. Just remember them all.
Yeah, right. Of course.
Ooh.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, that was my turn.
Okay, sorry. All right, we're back up to late Imps. On initiative count 20, the room starts to kind of like this shadowy barrier is now kind of obvious on the inside of this trailer. Has you'll kind of briefly peek back at the door. It just appears to be kind of gone. This isn't the same feeling as the shadow plane that you were in before, but it is something similar. And let's see, the what is this freaking called? The layer action will go ahead and start. So let's see, we got 1, 2.
Bro, we're level 2.
Yeah, like half of us didn't get smited and murdered at level 1.
Right. Lair actions are usually not good.
All right, this is for Vidurk.
Uh-oh.
Does it show up?
Does
A
it have to be?
D16.
D16.
D16. What could it mean? Good Lord, game. 4, 5, 6,
It misses.
8, 9. All of a sudden, you just bamf to here. Papa Maggio.
Oh, no.
I'm all looking at you now.
Wow. Okay. You go to here. Okay. Ryder goes to here.
Gonna face check that eyeball apparently.
Goes. Oh, not much movement to here. And Harker goes to here. And let's see. My imps. See where they go.
Everyone's just doing a shuffle.
Wow, this is the slowest rolls I've ever seen.
The shadow shuffle.
Yes, not to be confused with
Down,
the
down, do your
shuffles.
thing, do your thing.
Okay, so it can't go there, so I'll put him here. This
We
one's
got a brand new
10, so
imp.
go here. And then this one is
Oh, my
7.
friend came back.
Now, will the slow effect affect him, or is that just a magical transfer?
It's like a teleportation, so from here it will, his movement will be halved, right? Okay. So that was layer action. So the imps will now go ahead and take their turns. I will have Maggio and Billy make a dexterity saving throw as spikes of like blackish ichor appear in the square between y'all and spike towards y'all.
Okay, I roll a minute 18.
Wait, is that part of the layer or is that part of the imp?
That's the imp's turn.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the imp's turn.
You're like, oh, that's not. That's not good.
That would be a 20.
20. Okay, these are both passes. You will take half damage, so you'll take 5 points of necrotic damage. I will do the same thing to Vidurk and Ryder. So dex saves.
$14, 3, 17.
Okay. Those are both passes. So y'all take also 5 points of necrotic damage. And then Harky Hark. I'm sick of rolling it real. I can't see it, so I'm just gonna try to get this into here. Hark, does a 12 hit?
No.
Oh, it doesn't. Wow. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay.
Do better.
It's your turn. I refuse.
I will attack the one that's almost dead right here with advantage.
Okay.
Kill my friend.
Good thing, because that first one was a nat 1. 18.
18 hits.
Uh, 7 damage.
Okay, noted. I'll take a second.
I guess there's no point in trying to move.
Maybe.
Because
I mean, where you are influences where you'll be, so...
I don't think it does. I think it's just like... Because
No, you moved 11 squares from where you were.
10 squares. I think I moved to the 11th square. I think.
Anyways.
Yeah, I guess I'll just stay put.
All right. Vidurk.
I am going to cast, and it really does the same thing. These imps, like they're like shadow imps, basically, right?
Yeah,
That's what
they're,
they look
they're
like.
material, but they're very shadowy.
I'll attack the imp in front of Harker with Starry Wisp again.
Okay.
Oh, I guess the advantage is gone now. On the other two.
This is correct.
Just 13 hit.
No, it doesn't.
No. Dylan, you deal at how much damage?
7.
Okay, that's enough.
Yay.
Okay.
Is his corpse still there?
No. Just disappears. Shadowy wisp.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of. We're obviously in different rooms, so I'm gonna go over here. And that's my turn.
Okay. Billy.
Yeah, I think it's a D16 because there's 16 squares along, and whatever you roll is the column you're in.
Why did it take you that long to figure that out?
So I'm gonna go ahead and attack this guy.
Okay, at the end of his turn, he needed to make a wisdom save to see if he's immobile.
All right, 1 second here. So first off, Paul, which one? That's the doll boy. Here.
Yeah.
Okay, wisdom save. I'm just gonna click in here because it'll be faster. That's a 4.
He failed, so he is now immobile.
Okay.
It's a 17 to hit.
And you're attacking. Okay, that same guy. 17 hits.
Now, will he get advantage since it's immobile?
I already have advantage.
Oh, okay.
Back tactics.
You're like, because I am wolf.
Shit.
Okay.
3 damage though. Unfortunate.
Okay.
He is baby wolf.
Damage
Yeah.
taken.
He is Billy Wolf.
Nipping.
Yes.
Alright, now be my turn.
You're like grabbing the heel and like shaking it.
Yeah. We're learning with the toys.
And that's all, Billy.
Yes, that's all.
All right. Ryder.
I will hex Harker's imp.
Okay. Love. Oh yes, hex. Clearly it is this.
Oh, I'm about to fuck up Harker apparently.
It's the
What,
wrong
Hunter?
person.
No, wait! Ryder!
It's been a long week. Okay, that's all I can say.
The 9-finger thing was a joke!
Alright, well, why do I not have the same
I'm
options?
leaving this party. Second time someone's attacked me.
13.
No hito.
I figured. And the second one is 17.
17 hits.
Perfect.
That sweet extra D6.
$18 points of damage.
Sheesh!
This is what type of damage? Just with your sword, right? Slashing.
Yeah.
And some of it was probably the necrotic from Hex.
Okay, that's not what I didn't mean that. Ignore that. I was trying to see if it told me what it says.
I didn't mean that.
Yeah, how much of it was necrotic?
3 of it.
Okay. Let's just say not all of it seemed to deal full damage.
Noted.
Anything else?
Half
Ryder?
damage is still better than no damage.
That is it, right?
Papa Magio?
Okay, the one that's in front of me that I've got immobilized. I'm gonna take a pin and I'm gonna stab it into the doll.
Okay.
So he needs to make a wisdom save.
All right. All right, first good roll of the night for them. 16.
16. Okay, he made a save. Okay, so there'll be no damage, and then I'm gonna move over to here.
Okay. Snarls at you as you run away. That all, Papa Magio?
That will be it.
Harker?
Yeah, I'll, let's see. The one that's immobile.
I mean, you can't
I
see
will-
into that space.
Oh.
It's a set of
Is it just like a
curtains.
curtain?
Yeah, a set of curtains.
Okay.
I mean, if you were,
Okay.
you know, it's easy to, you can walk through it without any issue.
Yeah, I'll
Just
go
can't cross it.
5, 10, like 5, 10, 15. I'll take the opportunity attack.
Okay. Could this be my first? $23.
All right, fine. All right. Uncool.
You take 10 points
Yeah.
of
Okay.
necrotic damage as they slash at you.
Then I will move here. Oh, I guess I should mark it off in here. Sheesh. I'll pick up one of these little bread rolls with catapult
Okay.
and smack the one who's immobile because I'm assuming you'll have disadvantage on it.
Let's see. So this is. I don't think that there's a condition that states if your speed is 0. Except restrained. Or, like grappled,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't technically think there'll be an effect. Let me just make sure. Blinded, charmed, deafened, exhaustion, frightened, grappled, incapacitated, invisible, paralyzed, petrified. Stunned, unconscious. Yeah, so it's a dex save, Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay, +3 to that. I rolled a 21.
Well,
Yeah, okay, that passes.
Is it when a dex save mean you have to be able to move? He can't move.
I mean, I understand the logic. It's just there is currently nothing that I can see. I mean, you have to have a condition like restrained, paralyzed, stunned.
What is the 2d6 plus 3? Oh, that was the damage. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, that was their necrotic slash. Anything else, Harker?
Nope.
Vidurk.
Simple man with simple tactics. I'm attacking the Infinite Rider.
With what?
Starry Wisp. Starry Wisp!
That's a hit, sir. Okay.
And then he's
Taken.
illuminated.
He is illuminated, that is true. I will illuminate him.
Cannot go invisible.
Okay. Anything else, Vidurk?
That's it. I'll continue to cower. Actually, I'm gonna run over to this side and cower in this corner now.
Cool. Billy?
That's it.
Alright, well, I'll attack again. I lost my advantage, though. Oh, 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Alright, that'll be 6 damage.
Damage taken.
Alright, that'll be my turn.
Rider.
I will swing. Does a 16 hit?
That is AC, it does not.
Does a 22 hit?
22 hits.
Ten slashing and 4 necro.
Damage taken.
That is all.
Papa Magio.
Okay. I'm going to stab it with the pen again.
Okay.
And pump some energy into it. He's to make a wisdom save.
Alrighty. Pull that up. Click the button. That's 14.
Okay, he misses. So that would be 13 points of radiant damage.
Okay. 13 points. Where's he at?
And he needs to make another save, wisdom save, to see if he's still immobilized.
That's a 3.
Okay, so he's still immobilized. And that's it.
Okay, so all right, we're back up to the top of the order, and we're gonna have another layer action. Start with Harker. Boom. Lay Wolf. Okay, so you'll be in 2. Put you there. Papa Magio. No movement. Rider. No movement. And Vidurk. Boom. And then my imps. So it's 6, 5. Oh, I rolled too many. Either way, okay. We got 1 right up on Papa Magio. He's gonna. Ooh, let's see. Y'all are all pretty close though. All of the squares within this particular shape gonna make sure that that's readable. You wouldn't know where Rider is, so he'll only put it there. There is a 50-50 chance every square that you move into within this area that you will take a little bit of fire damage. Think of them almost like pressure plate, kind of classic type thing. That would be that imp's turn. And then the imp next to Rider will just roll to hit. That's almost bad. That's an 8. So that looks like that is not going to hit.
No
Parker?
bueno.
It's your turn. So since sorry, I think I said that wrong. Since you are in a square, you roll to see if you take fire
D20?
damage. Sure. Yeah, it's just a 50-50, so odd or even or whatever you want.
You call it
Odd.
here. Oh,
I'm just kidding, dude.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. You will take the massive 2 points of fire damage.
For a second, I saw the 8 and I was like, sheesh, I'm cooked.
Okay. Continue your turn, sir.
I will shoot that one
But-
that can't move.
But sure, go ahead.
15.
15 misses.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Billy.
Well, actually, I'll move here.
Okay. Yep. It's not like the moving through it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, because even though I might change locations, at least that gets me out of that row.
Yeah. All right, Billy. 50-50. So roll a d20 and call odd or even.
Okay. Go odds. And I rolled a 9.
Okay. It would have been 1 point of fire damage, but it's
Good for you.
Let's see. And so I can tell, like, the square this is happening.
Yeah, it's very obvious. Like if you move into another square, there's another 50-50. Every square you go through. So, but it's a d4. So do with that information as you will. Choices.
Yeah, I'll back out too. I kind of want to try this though, so I'm going to use the bonus action to cancel the form.
Okay, sure.
So I just take and delete that.
And
Bring
make
it
sure
over
you
there.
have the correct hit points for. If
Yeah.
if
So
you
does it
take
go back?
So
Does it go back to
you
my
have
original?
temp? You have temp hit points in wild shape. Is that how it works now?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
hadn't eaten through the temp, like if you were like you had 21, but your wild shape also had, I don't know what they had, but so
Right.
yeah, it would just go back to whatever that number
You
is.
were at 19.
Yeah.
So
19.
you're only down 5 hit points. So I don't know what the temporary hit points were.
Yeah, so if you're at 19, your max
Yeah.
is 21, so you would be at 19.
Right. Okay.
Perfect.
Cool. And then let me make sure one thing. I guess. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Right there.
Vadirk.
Am I in like this is a separate room on the right over here?
Kind
Is it not?
of. It's like a small little wall.
So am I like on the? Am I basically? Am I in the room with Ryder, or am I in my own room
Yes.
over here?
No. Yeah. Even if you were in
Okay.
the other room, you'd be in the same. It's the same space. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, once again, I'm a traditionalist. I'm casting Starry Wisp,
Nice.
and I'm missing.
And you're missing. Anything else?
And I'm gonna run
Man,
over to this corner and cower.
Okay.
level 2 feels good, guys. Missing all of our singular attacks.
Yeah. Ryder.
20.
That hits.
Six slashing, 1 necrotic.
Damage taken. Chipping away.
And then 16, so I miss again.
And that's it.
Si, senor.
All right. Papa Matio.
Oh, wait, I have advantage on that second one. Because I hit with my first one.
This is true.
And I still don't hit.
Worth the thought.
Oh, wait. We're still bad.
I'm gonna say even.
Okay.
And I rolled a 10.
Very nice. You would have taken 4 points. So, hey.
I'm gonna
It really
step over
does feel
here.
bad at this level.
Then I'm gonna take my pen. I'm gonna stab him again.
Okay.
He needs to make a wisdom save.
All right. He's excited about that. That's a 6.
He failed. This time he'll only take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Radiant.
Minus 8.
And he needs to make a save to see if he's still immobile.
Same wisdom, rest. Yes.
Yes.
All right. A 4, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Oh, he's still immobile then.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be my turn.
Very nice. All right, we're back up to the layer action. Here's where things get complicated. All right, I need everyone to roll a d16 and a d6 and to place yourself within the grid wherever that would put you, because I don't want to do it myself. So it's like forward. I can just show you the command if y'all are unfamiliar with it without the asterisk.
Did you say a 16 and a 6?
Yes.
Is one top or bottom?
So 1 is top left, and then like 2 is to the right and down. So yeah. Why are you barking?
So how do you roll a d16? Because I don't see one on there.
It's
You
slash
type
R.
/R space D16.
I'm an artard / roll.
And
15.
I will go 2, 1, 2. 3's where Harker's at, so I can't go there.
Well,
Well-
you'd be here.
4 and 3. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody
Wait a
figured
minute.
it out?
1, 2. Actually, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 4. Uh-oh. My imps are within the bad space.
I don't know.
Kill it.
Technically, you have to
Kill it
touch
with
the
fire.
ground, so
Okay, Hunter.
I mean that's the
All
the
right.
rule I just made up.
When it teleports, does it teleport in the air, or does it teleport on the ground and have to fly up?
We're getting technical here. All right. Well, this one is immobile, but it's right next to Harker, so.
If it hits me, I'm cooked.
Yeah, you're definitely cooked. Oh, Harker, you're cooked.
Was that to hit me? 24?
Yeah.
No, lucky. Lucky die reroll.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm just gonna roll the damage now because I already typed it out. So.
Yeah, I was cooked. I should have made you reroll that
That's a
opportunity
9.
attack earlier. That misses.
Very nice.
I should have made you reroll the opportunity. That was
Yep.
dumb of me. I forgot I had that until just now.
Okay, the other imp, since everyone else is kind of furrower. You know.
Odd or even.
No, he's not touching it. He's not touching it.
Freaking moving guy can't move, but of course he's right next to
You
me.
see the rolls? Do the math.
Sure, Hunter. No,
All right. Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna hold my action for this imp, the hexed one. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Harker.
I mean, I'm gonna shoot the one that's holding his action here because I'd have disadvantage on the other one. Carry on. You know what? No, I'm gonna use my reroll.
Okay.
Carry on.
All right. All right. Billy.
All right.
So that wall will take an extra 5 feet to kind of
Okay.
to clear. Just FYI.
25, 30. So I'm here, and can I
I'll
see
put you
anybody?
on top of a table? So.
Okay.
If you wish to be.
Yeah. So I can't see past this other partition right here.
No, there's like the briefest amount of light kind of peeking through here from Papa Majio's lantern, but that's about it.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, that's my turn right there then.
All right. Vidurk.
Thought Harker was cooked.
Still could
No,
be.
I'm good.
He played with fate.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Harker.
Yeah, you can't see him.
What?
There's a partition vertically.
Can I blast a hole in the wall?
I mean, it's just like a curtain you could push underneath it.
Would the parts of the pressure plates activate burning said curtain?
Can I? So let me guess.
Can we
This
roll
red,
50-50?
This-
Yes.
this red square of hell is the only spot that I can walk through. Right? I can't
Well,
like this little top corner.
You can do that. You can push
Oh.
underneath. Yeah. It's
All right, well,
10
then
10
I'm
feet
on
of
it.
movement.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move over here. And now I'm gonna
any other
cast
campaign. It's
Healing
not a
Word.
problem.
On Harker.
All right, go for it, sir.
It's when you're level 1 and 2, you're like red square of hell.
Sphinx Folk hell.
It's D4s of damage.
Later levels, you're like, warmth.
Okay.
I just walk through it. No big deal.
It's not showing my second level slot, so I'm not sure how many I have for second
You don't
level.
get second level to level 3.
Oh, thank you. I don't know why this game it's asking me what level I want to cast it at. But
You're like,
all right, I'm gonna cast it at 1. And yeah, the tip of my cobalt tail is gonna start glowing and kind of like how Godzilla was.
Your
Like
what?
It flows up through my entire body, ends up going to the edge of my snout, and shoots out and heals him
beautiful.
for 10.
I think you just sneezed on you.
Sheesh!
You get 10 healing and 5 points of psychological damage.
All right, 5 healing.
Very nice.
That's
Anything else?
That's one of my spell slots. Oh, wait, isn't that that's a bonus action? Let's go! Yeah, and then I'm blasting this imp in the fire hells. Sorry, Wisp.
Hunter, I just got
22.
flashbacks
That hits.
to a
8.
kobold, like, blasting an imp through the 9 hells.
Yes. We've experienced this. Yeah. Amazing. All right, that's great damage. Max roll.
Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Vidurk?
That's it.
Ryder?
Hey, that im's still alive?
I will hold my action until something gets close to me.
5 feet, yes.
Yes, sir.
Papa Magia?
That one that I'm gonna stab it with the pen again.
Mm-hmm.
Needs to make a wisdom save.
Going for it. That's 6.
Well, he'll take 6 points of damage, radiant.
That's enough. Pew.
Okay. Then I'm going to move back over here. That will be my turn.
Okay, we're back up to the Imp's turn, and the Imp's held action has not triggered, so he does not get that. But everyone, same song and dance. D16, D6, place yourself.
Three and
How do I place myself?
So you rolled an 8 and a 2. So starting
Yeah.
at the top left, count 8 to the right and 2 down.
Can I swing now?
No!
Depends where you're at, Ryder. If you are, I think you're within range. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Go right ahead. Well, actually, no, it's on the other side of the curtain than you. Yeah,
Bastard.
yeah. It's all we. But you still have that, held action. Okay, it is my singular Imp's turn, and there's a tasty Vidurk right in front of him.
Kobold doesn't taste very good.
Well,
How would you know?
He doesn't know that.
Cannibal.
Yeah, it
But
does.
everything tastes like chicken.
Yeah, 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Finally, been missing y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. That's maximum damage for 15 points of necrotic.
I'm down.
Oh.
It's a down.
In the
D8.
fire.
That is very unfortunate. Rip Vidurk.
Yeah, technically.
Nobody can see him.
Technically, the fire thing happens on the start of your turn, so he might take a failed death save from that.
And nobody can see him.
Just, you could briefly see through this little crack.
I can hear him whimper.
Can I see him? Because he's on the ground.
You can't see him in the sense of using that as a spell, but you can.
Oh yeah.
But yes, just you're aware. Everyone's aware. That's
Guys, everything's fine.
that's the Imp's turn.
Okay.
Yeah, the Imp's F that. I'm not going in there. Harker.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh.
I will cast Cure Wounds on Vidurk.
Okay.
Aren't you up back a square? Because 10 feet to move
Yeah,
through the
it's 10
curtain.
It's 10 feet to go through.
Oh, it's
the
10 to
first.
move through the curtains.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I will have gone.
Into the fire?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I'll have taken 2d4 to get here. Or whatever it is. Right?
Well, hold up.
Wait, so I
where
was
did you
right.
start?
I was right here.
All right, so I'm just counting 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. It's an extra 5 to get through.
Yeah.
Is that you can get over there, it's just you're going to be in a square. Which happens on your next turn, which you'll
Then
be
I'd go
moved anyway.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30.
Okay. So okay, that makes sense.
So
All
it's 2d4.
2d4. Go ahead and roll those for you. Okay. 5 points of fur.
Wasn't it 50-50 chance or no?
Yeah, I am sorry about that. We haven't been doing that, have we? Yes.
So
it's 50-50.
this will be to get rid of the 2.
Yes. Here, roll it and roll 20 so we can see it.
Okay. I'll say odd is good. Dang it. This will be to get rid of the 3. Surely odd is good.
Odd is good, of course.
Dang it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
That was beautiful. All right. Roll for Vidurky Dirk. Let's get him back up. Vidurk.
So that's 10 healing.
Oh, it's huge.
Each.
So I'm fully stabilized, right? And then it should let me add my.
Yeah, you're
Health back
just
on
you're
there?
just prone at 10 hit points.
Okay. Anything
I
else?
live.
No.
Billy.
I guess I'll be on the other side. 5, 10, 15, 25. I should be able to get to about right there.
Yeah, you could also
you could also.
this to this square if you wanted. Just FYI, just throwing it out there. But yes.
Yeah.
So that would put you through,
Yeah.
I think, 2 squares as well.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll your roll 20. Roll your 2 odd or evens. Pick them out.
I don't have to go through there, do I?
What'd you say?
I said I don't have to go through the flaming.
Wait, you
Wreckage
can't,
of-
you can't occupy this square.
Oh, you can't move through it.
There's a big knight. Yeah, it takes up too much of the space for you to.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I'll just stay here and I'll just wait.
Sure. You can hold your action for the second you see the imp to
Sure.
to do
Yeah.
I don't know
Do like a
which-
melee attack.
Gotcha. Okay. Absolutely. All right, Vidurk, you are prone, and there's a 50-50 chance that you take some damage. So
I've seen the heart of the dice. Evens.
dice have spoken.
Freaking odd.
So I take 3.
You take 3 points of fur damage, and you're currently prone.
Oh,
Wait, I
you
thought
said
he picked
evens.
correctly.
Yeah, I said evens, so I thought. Like I guessed correctly and rolled the 20, and I got
Oh.
18.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I could have sworn you said the opposite of that. So my bad. I probably was.
Yeah, he
just
said evens.
focusing.
Okay, so
I was like-
I can. Can I shoot a spell while prone?
If you're prone, you have disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Definitely not doing that. Okay, I'm gonna stand up,
Half your
and
movement.
then that's fine. I mean, ooh.
Hunter, you're like even. You take the damage. Oh, I didn't deal damage.
Deals damage. I don't know. I was in a different world.
I'm like, wait, I don't like this deal.
Okay, I'm gonna move here,
Okay, that's free.
and then I'm gonna start wisping.
That's a ranged spell attack, yes?
Yeah.
It'd be a disadvantage because you're within 5 feet.
Yeah.
So the 18,
Oh, it's 18.
hits.
Who needs a reroll?
It's not a
Nobody.
You don't
Doesn't
get-
count.
You don't get the...
You get the 18 because it was
Yeah.
a disadvantage.
7,
But
and he's glowing.
he does take...
Oh, yeah,
7
he's dead.
points.
Oh, no.
he's got a non-zero number hit points left.
How far away from non-zero, Hunter?
That is my turn.
All right. Ryder.
I will even it out twice.
Okay.
I'll take 1.
Take 1. Yeah.
I'll take
Yes,
1.
you will.
Take 1 for 1.
And then I'll swing.
Yep.
The
That's fine.
17 hit.
It was fun while it lasted, guys.
See, Hunter, this is why I don't use roll 20.
13 points of damage.
Right. The imp is no more, and slowly the magic on these this area just fades away. The shadowy walls of the trailers slowly kind of dissipate back into something akin to normal. And initiative, you're out of initiative. Fight is over.
Poke this eyeball with my sword.
Well, there's not really eyeballs. I probably should have mentioned that. What do y'all do now?
They said there was information. I would like to investigate the papers or anything like that.
Sure.
If there's anything to be investigated, you know.
Yeah, there's dressers and a desk and a bookshelf and all kinds of things. Give me an investigation check.
Look under his bed.
Ooh. Okay, investigation.
24.
Natural 20. 3.
All right, screw you.
Sheesh!
All right, nobody else even bother. As y'all are looking through the room, there is, like I said, a desk and a dresser, and as y'all look through and a bookshelf, as you look through the desk, you find some handful of papers. You're kind of just perusing through them. They're mostly sermon notes, and the bookshelf is mostly clerical books, and as you're looking inside the dresser behind the clothes, Hark, you're able to tell that there's a false back to the dresser. Just based upon how it's sitting, you can tell that there's more depth to it. And you're able to figure out how to pop that open. On the side, there is a set of little spring-loaded buttons that you have to kind of press in. And as you do, it just falls forward a bit, and you're able to kind of pry it out. As you pry it out, you see that there are a handful of things. The first thing, since Dylan is the one looking for this, there's a single common magic item. Let's see whose it is. So we'll be rolling on the common magic item table. So I just need you to roll a d8 and roll 20, please.
6
Okay.
up.
6. That happens to be your items.
Rigged.
Conspiracy, anybody?
I rolled R slash R6.
Yeah. Yeah, slash R6, yeah. Okay, so of the clockwork amulet and the tankard of sobriety, just pretty much by the end of the session, go ahead and pick which of those you wish.
Okay.
I'm somewhat enforcing the rule that if you roll your magic item, other people will, outside of fun roleplay interactions, allow that person to have their own item. So that kind of thing.
The amulet.
Okay, clockwork.
Because I don't think a. Actually, you know what? No, I'll pick the tankard because the tankard of sobriety would totally make sense for a priest to have.
There you go. Well, I mean, you could have both.
Yeah, I know, but it would make sense to drink without getting drunk.
Yeah. So with the tankard, it's hyperlinked. You can click it and open it up, and then whatever, it's there. So so you got that. Very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and cross that one off real quick. See if I can, like that. I'll give it, yeah, that'll work for now. You also find a black book where the pages are a very, very dark gray with little specks of white. They're very thick pages. And as you open this book up, Harker, you notice that the book almost looks like Shadows itself. You touch the page and it's very corporeal. You can touch, you can feel, you can flip through the pages. There's potentially, I would say, maybe 30 or 40 pages to this book. And you can't read a single thing on them. It's just darkness. It's just black. I would say, Ryder, as you're looking under the bed, you find that the wooden bed frame has a false compartment that, as you were like trying to move the mattress up so you could get a better view, your finger kind of caught on this little toggle, and as you push the toggle up, all of a sudden there was a small clicking noise, and as you slid almost like a drawer out of the outside frame of the bed, you noticed that there was some cash, some coin. We'll go ahead and say that there was, this is a nat 20, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There will be 100 d6 plus 35 gold coins. So would you like to roll it, or would you like me to roll it?
Would you say 100 d6?
Uh-huh. Plus 35.
Roll all sixes. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Wait.
There you go. See, if I would have rolled it, Cody, you would have got
I like all that with the plus 35.
3 less. All right, so there is the equivalent of 388 gold. We'll just say that 100 of it is in gems, and the rest is in an assortment of platinum and gold.
Hunter, you rolled exactly average.
That's what I do.
That's what I do.
That's what I do. That be me. Okay, a rule that I will be instituting is that if you gain an item that is public, at the end of the session, we're going to probably throw it in another chat, which I will create, called loot. I don't know how to spell loot.
LOOT. Or LEWT.
LUTE. Duh.
The real question is, did I find any nudie mags under this bed?
No.
Did he, Hunter?
No, that's the other campaign done.
It actually is, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right, so Cody, if you would not mind, in the booty, would you just say 288? GP?
I will not. I will say 388.
Yeah, Hunter.
Well,
what are you trying to do, cheapskate?
I said 100 of it is gems, so you two
Cheapskate.
delineate. 288 gold and platinum, 100 gems. There we go.
So he didn't find any nudie bags, but he did find the booty.
All right, this brother Justin was involved in the shadow arts. He did not have time for the nudie mags.
Everyone has time for nudie mags.
Harker, you
There's
also
always time.
find that there is a small, like wooden chest behind this dresser, and as you pick it up, it's like lighter than you thought, and there's kind of like the rattling of pieces of wood inside.
Here's the nudie mags.
Yes, the nudie mags. And as you open it up, they're small wooden carvings of people. Let's just
You
say,
should remember this.
let's just say from a meta standpoint, they look very similar to another group of adventurers that may have came through here at one point in time. There's a few others, unfinished. None directly ring a bell to any of y'all.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that's not true.
Yeah.
Vidurk. You
Yes?
recognize Kapesk as one of these wooden
My hero.
beings.
My
Yeah.
savior.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hero to the Sharp Shovel clan.
Yeah, I saw your last name was Sharp Shovel, and I was like, oh, of course.
I wanna just start essentially regaling them about how he saved myself. Kind of like not like trying to take center stage or whatever. I'm just basically almost like rambling, trying to attempt to tell them the story of Kapesk.
What are some of the highlights that you mumble out?
Acid and flames basically taking over the tunnels, flooding in the tunnels. Very like essentially shiny flashes of what appeared to be a larger version of essentially kobold. Didn't realize that it was a lizard folk person, but flying through the air and attacking an even much larger lizard the size of basically a dragon, and hearing battle cries and shouts as my people fled the tunnels and made their grand escape while Kapesk continued to fight and claiming that he would get what he owed and what he came for. Get what he was owed.
Very nice. The brave warrior Kapesk, savior of the tunnels.
I watched 14 kobolds get melted by acid right before my eyes.
I'm sorry, that's not funny.
Are you chuckling? Do you think my people's death?
No, Harker wasn't laughing.
enjoyable
Dylan
to
was. I'll just hand you the Kapesk one and be like, this can be yours. Could I see if they're like, I know they're just like wood carvings, but is there like anything to them? Like, do they seem like magical at all?
You can give me an Arcana check.
Is it gonna be like a Papa Magio-esque doll where it's like something happens to these?
I don't know.
I'm gonna use a lucky die to reroll.
Okay.
Nat 20, baby. Let's
If they're
go.
wood, they would be very good.
So 26.
On a
You're like, they are wood.
yeah, on a 26, you can tell that a lot of detail is put into these, a lot of time and effort. These are not, we'll say that they have a perfect scale. Like looking at them, you're like doing some like rough calculations. You're like, yeah, these proportions are correct. This is probably something that it's not just an artistic form, but it's also very scientific. The way that it was created. As you inspect them very, very, very closely and you get them in the correct lighting in here, you can tell that some of them have the smallest, faintest little runes carved in them. I mean, each of the runes, like if you looked at like your pinky nail, there would be 30 runes within that space. They're very small and they're very intricate, and your eyes aren't quite good enough to make them out perfectly. But you can tell that some of these dolls were, none of them were completely finished. These were all works in progress.
I don't know at all what the runes would do.
they're so small you can't really read them, and I would say that your character wouldn't have enough knowledge of runic magics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll say maybe be careful with that. That one I gave you. These seem to have small little runes on them.
Kapesk is walking, and his neck just gets snapped or something.
I'm gonna take a closer look at it. Notice that it's like shiny, you know, like a
Shiny.
glistening, like it's a fancy, almost like portrait, holographic card, might you say? And
It's a starlight Kapesk.
does anybody have like? I guess I'm gonna mumble to myself like I need to find somebody to get this put in a like protective casing so I can display
Little shadow
it.
box.
Display it for my generations to come.
It's like keeping a Lego toy or like action figure in its box. Yeah.
Maybe submit it so I can
It's a PSA. Yeah.
get it graded.
Oh, that's incredible.
PSA. Pafdepilov.
I'm gonna stash it very, very gently. I'm gonna wrap it up in let me see what I got.
Hey,
I'm gonna wrap it up in my bedroll. I want it to be nice and protected.
very nice. You put quite the care into ensuring that as it's stuffed into your pack and all that, it's very well protected. You hear a rapping on the wood from outside. Everything good in there?
Yes.
Couldn't be better.
Yes.
You hear like a click, 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 lock, like slide, like a bunch of like locks like sliding and undoing, and then the door kind of creaks open and light pours into the room. Y'all's eyes are a little bit unadjusted. Oh, well, that's good. Everyone seems to be all right. Find anything useful?
I'll like show him the papers, and then I'll show like the box of the figures and be like, these had some runes carved on them. I think Kapesk wants to send it to the Pafdepilov Sports Authorization Company. But I don't know if that'd be wise. They might be dangerous.
Never heard of it myself. I'm a little unfamiliar. I can ask Hana what she knows about them. We'll probably burn this thing to the ground soon. It doesn't serve much purpose anymore.
The wagon?
The wagon. Take your figurines as you will.
You carried it for 30 years just to finally burn it? That seems a little odd.
Couldn't you have burned it with the imps inside it and spared us this?
Well, Hana had told us that there were potentially some very useful notes in here.
Can I roll up that rug, that round rug? Take with us?
Absolutely.
You mean the one with the very, very not sus at all circle on it?
Pentagram. Yeah, which one,
Yes.
Paul? The four,
The
the first one?
Circle one.
Circle one? Gotcha. Just make sure I understand.
The evil one.
The evil one.
We
The one with the good omen.
I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to note that that's evil.
Hey, that's a protection symbol too.
This is true.
Yeah. Well, considering there were imps in here and I mean, we looked around, I didn't see any like notes that said anything in particular.
About what? Sorry. I don't.
Well, I was talking to him, like just saying like what notes were you referring to?
Well, not really sure. That's kind of what I expected you to look for in here. Did you find any books?
I didn't, right?
You did. You found the black
You
bound
did.
book with
Oh, right, the black bound book.
shadowy
Yes,
pages.
the
Yeah.
shadow book. I found the shadowy book that I can't
The
read.
most obvious thing. You're
I
just
got
like,
I got so distracted by
okay, I
the
understand.
gold conversation
Yes.
and then the figurines that I forgot about the book.
I like think it's
I was
He
like,
was
what do you- I was
distracted
like-
looking for nudie mags.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? I was like,
It's
I'm
in
just
your
looking at
hand.
me with expectation,
Yeah,
and
I'm
there's
like-
nothing.
Dylan.
Yeah, I'm like,
Well,
all right, this book.
that book. Don't know anything about it myself, but I'm sure it'll be quite helpful on your journey.
I'm sure it will. I totally remember that I have it.
Good to hear. Well,
Can any of you read this? I'll like show everyone the pages to see if anyone
a
can.
brief glance from everybody, it just looks like a shadowy void.
I take the book and then pop into the void. Is there anything on the pages now?
Yeah, so you stare at the book, you pop into the void, and all of a sudden you're just blinded by this searing light. It's darkness, of course, but it appears that in this realm, these pages burn with a type of necrotic radiance. No damage, but you shield your eyes, and then you kind of turn the book and kind of look at it, and yeah, still can't read anything.
Nope. Worthless.
I'll take the book back and be like, thank you. To the zoomed off. I'll
Zoomed
just
off.
be like, very, very helpful. Like pocket it.
All right, well, sorry, I forgot about something, and he kind of reaches into, like, I guess, like, pants, essentially, because he doesn't wear a shirt. He pulls out, like, a crumpled up letter with a seal on it, the shape of a heart. Here, and he just hands it to whoever's closest. We'll say it's Vidurk, for fun.
I take it.
This was from Hana. She mentioned that if we ever got into this trailer, it might be useful information. To be honest, the less I know, the better about something. So, read away.
You said from Hana?
Yes.
Oh no.
I throw it up in the air, just throw it around behind me, and I start walking towards the door to leave out.
You just tear it up.
No, not tear it up. I just throw it up like I don't even bother reading it. I don't care. I
Aw,
do
somebody's
not
hurt.
care.
Somebody's hurt.
And I start leaving.
Burned
Yeah,
lover.
I was about to say, if he's about to rip it up, I'm not gonna let him. You know, like, we're about to have to be piecing this thing back together.
Like gluing it together. Scotch
Actually,
tape.
yeah, I'm gonna
What is it?
like move around, kind of get behind Harker now. Him and I have formed somewhat of a connection now that we've shared our healing.
Cowering
Like,
quarters.
what are
Hours
you
together.
doing? Like,
I trust him more than everyone else.
I trust him less than everyone else.
All right, so we'll take the letter and we'll read the letter.
Yeah, I'll look at the letter.
Shall pop the heart-shaped seal open. Inside, the letter begins to just kind of explain some basic things that y'all already know. You can tell this letter wasn't like meant for y'all per se. It's kind of just meant for, if somebody was, to get into this trailer and they're on a certain point of their journey. It reiterates that this shadow beast, the Tallybrand, the only way to finally end the Shadow Lord's control over y'all is to hunt it down and eat its heart. Yeah, pretty basic. This would then allow you to go ahead.
Can I take the heart that we broke off and sneak it into Vidurk's bag?
The seal.
The seal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like a wax seal
Yeah,
that's
it's
in
like,
the
like
shape
a
of a
wax
heart?
seal. Like it easily just kind of like pops off. So like as y'all are reading the letter, like, Ryder just kind of plops it off. Give me a sleight of hand check to see if you can maneuver.
Kind of read my mind.
This is amazing.
17 plus 5, 23.
Okay.
Nope, 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's your passive, Vidurk?
Not
For
22.
perception.
Yeah, probably like
14.
14, right? Yeah. So Ryder is like looking over Harker's shoulder, and you're just kind of like looking at Ryder, and then as you look away, Ryder, you just reach down and just pop right there. This will be funny. Yeah, and as you continue to read the note, let's see if there's any other information. It says that those that have a certain amount of knowledge and power will be able to read certain text while within the shadow plane, though it will take time. It speaks of a book very similar to yours, at least a concept of a book similar to yours, that as you level up, eventually you'll be able to read more and more of its contents, and you can almost consider this like a grimoire for your shadow magic. Zoomed off kind of gave you all those crystals to kind of help y'all get your first ability. So this book will serve as the grimoire, which will help you gain your other ones. I think
But she says only certain people will be able to read it, or
it is those that have the potential to use that type of magic, that type of ability. Once you read it, you have to spend, essentially a little bit of time reading it. Anybody will be able to use it. It's not used up.
Okay.
To just give y'all a little bit of a kind of a taste of some of the other shadowless abilities, there's some where you can teleport other creatures into the shadow plane. There's some where you can almost like shadow step with, kind of like within the same round going into the plane and out of it. Let's see. There's some that allow you to teleport over great distances based upon certain sets of conditions that you meet.
So is it mainly movement-based stuff?
At the higher levels, it starts to turn into dealing damage. Let's just say there's an ability that allows you to reduce a creature's hit points in half. Though there may or may not be a cost to that on y'all's end. There's also abilities that allow you to stay in the shadow plane longer. Though the abilities themselves are essentially modulated based on y'all's ailment rolls. So the lower the roll, the maybe more difficult it is for you to grasp a certain ability. So
Perfect.
What did you roll? Oh God.
Somewhere down there in that range.
Yeah.
You're like, who needs these shadow things?
I mean, essentially, once you have an ability, you can just use it. Though some of you might struggle a little bit more than others. But that's some of the things to look forward to. The rest of the note kind of explains a little bit about within the Shady mining colony. There's a local guild, the Shadow Guild, and it gives a location. There's like a little crude map that you can go to if you wish. And Zoomed Off had kind of mentioned earlier that eventually, he'll be acquainting y'all with this entrance into the Shadow Guild within the town itself. But at this point, the sun has almost set, and it's getting a little bit later in the night. Is there anything else y'all would like to do?
I guess where are we going to stay for the night?
Do you have any place for us zoomed off?
Well, of course. There's many places that we could have you stay here in the carnival, free of charge, of course. We can have a smaller tent for all of you. It would be a private dwelling, if that's to your liking.
Can we not just stay here and you just don't light it on fire yet?
I suppose there's no reason that you can't stay here. Sure.
Okay. I guess
Where can I
get some food?
Is there some sort of mail or courier service that I could use to send a letter a long distance?
Well, as a matter of fact, the Arakakra are quite well known for their mail delivery service. There's a few that spend some time in Shanipu. You can contract their service for a pretty fair rate, I'd say. Can't promise it would be too swift, but you can usually get a pretty good a pretty good rate, maybe about 5 to 10 gold or so. You can get a letter sent all the way to the West Coast and back within about a week or so.
All right. Thank you.
I have a very important piece of artwork to me and my people that I would like to get encased or
Graded.
protected. Is there, yeah, have the quality checked. Is there anybody, perhaps in the area or that that could do this for me?
An appraiser of fine pieces is what you're looking for, I suppose.
Yes.
You know,
If
there
you
was
send in bulk.
Yeah, if you send. There's a curator of a museum down in Honio. I think he has spent a little bit of time in Shantypoo. Not sure if he has his shop set up. I'll ask around. Get back to you. Let you know.
Much appreciated. This is very important to me, to us.
We might see what runes those are before you send them to anyone. You never know.
Semantics.
I mean, we found them in a bad man's room. And there's runes carved on them.
Well, he's
Don't
sending only
agree
the
with
one
the
away,
Batman.
right? He's only sending that one.
Yeah.
The others we can keep with us. Just learn about them.
Then we find out it's something bad, and we're like, we gotta track down the other one.
Don't worry,
All
I'll
these
have
kobolds are
a
like
tracking
holding
number.
it. They all die.
Can I use 2 charges of my healer's kit to heal Harker and I? Or I guess we're about to take a rest, I guess.
Yeah, at this point, there's no obvious imminent threat. So
So
Yeah,
it has been an evil building. Can I roll perception or investigation just to make sure that there's nothing evil kind of related in this room or anything dark or sinister?
you can give me a religion check.
Oh, I only know the religion of the shafts.
That's a weird
you
thing to say
practice
out loud.
what? You practice what?
Gay.
Hey. I would say that your particular familiarity with the gods of this world, it's a little bit less than most. But there are a few gods that pretty much everybody knows about. Paul, what was the god of death that you served?
Wow. I
I
have to
know.
go through that real quick.
Yeah. I forget because the current in D&D, the current god of death is different than the old one. But essentially, Capask, you see a lot of iconography that is related to the god of death. There are other bits of iconography that relate to other gods as well. As you take a brief glance at some of the sermon notes, you're kind of slowly aware that whoever lived here, this brother Justin, this reverend, definitely had an affinity for some darker arts.
Is there anything in particular in the room or in the place that it's like, this is obviously where this is coming, or it's just the ambiance of the place is basically?
That's the ambiance, but I would say there might be a couple items in here that you might potentially stay away from. Some of the torch holders, which there's a name for that, but I can't remember. And the suits of armor. And yeah, I'll say those items in particular, the kind of standing up knights, definitely have a jergle. Thank you.
Scots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. That's correct. Yeah.
It was bothering me so much
Yeah,
because I had you said it and I was like, "What is it?"
What is it? Yeah.
I want to like basically, like, hey, I'm getting some bad feelings about this trailer, and point out like the suits of armor and the what's it called? The
Scones.
scones. The scones, yes.
Those are
Sconces?
probably
Like?
not good to eat anymore.
Man, I didn't realize your people were such cowards.
You should try on the armor, Vidurk.
It'd keep you nice and protected.
I don't think I'm strong enough. It's not my size. But it does look like it's your size.
How big is the suit of armor?
There's a few in here, and you know,
Would one of them fit Vidurk?
no.
If we gave him like stilts.
He could put on the top half of the armor, and
Oh yeah. It's like a dress.
yeah, like a kilt.
I want to go over to one of the scones and like kind of just like tap it with a stick.
What is he trying to say? Sconce?
Scones.
Yes, scones.
Did I say
I was like, what the fuck are we talking about? Scones?
If these scones are 30 years old, I don't think you want to eat them, Vidurk. I think.
Okay. What are you looking for in particular, James?
Oh, I'm just wary about this thing. I want to see if like I'm getting a bad feeling from it, and like you said, I guess I'm familiar with it, and I'm like, it reeks of death. It seems to like death, and I'm gonna like poke it with the stick, see if it does anything.
Okay,
See if there's like any. What's that?
Yeah, so you kind of reach up and poke it, and the flame kind of flickers with a bit of extra intensity, startles you a bit, but doesn't seem to be any issues.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go do a ritual. Sitting right this area here. I pull up my little mini altar thing. I'm gonna be look for magic. So if there's any aura of magic around.
Detect magic. Is that the...
Yeah, right now it'll be just auras.
Gotcha. I would definitely
Tell us your
say
secrets.
the suits of armor and the sconces would all reek of magic. The magic would be enchantment.
Well, I wouldn't know that, so
Okay, the magic is definitely not enchantment.
okay. So like I said, all I know is just some magic. Nothing, no
Some
other
magic.
detail.
Kapesk informs you that he thinks they're enchant, or not Kapesk, damn it, Vidurk.
My card is talking.
It's talking to me.
Yeah.
Like this little hairy.
Okay.
Uh,
I know what I find.
I'm gonna decide that I'm leaving. I'm not staying in some death hut. And I'm gonna come outside, and out of pure panic, I think I might sorceress burst the corner of the house with fire.
I like it.
You're not gonna wait for everybody else to leave first? Give anybody a heads up?
Well, I'm panicking. I'm terrified.
He's a panic caster, Cody. You can't. Gotta give him a break.
Like
It's not
I
like
like
he's
half-
choosing this.
I like half stumble and trip and I just accidentally, let one go. I obviously take my stuff with me. I'm not leaving Kapesk in there.
Of course, you would never. As it slams into the side of the trailer, it burns for a second, but it just kind of leaves a scorched mark. It would take a lot more to burn this object. Bless you.
Okay.
I guess
Inside,
I'll
y'all just
head
hear
out.
like a thunk.
What was that?
So, looking at these sconces, because they're magical in some way, is there anything on there that like tell you what they are, how to use them, or anything?
You can give me a perception, investigation, or arcana if you wish.
Perception is probably the best. 16.
Yeah, on a 16, you can tell that obviously they serve the purpose of holding a torch of some sort. They each have one torch that is currently in there, though. I think I had mentioned that there was a flame earlier. My assumption is that y'all had lit one, but technically, if you had not done so, they would not be lit. Other than that, you're kind of unsure.
Okay. And they're attached to the wall?
Yeah, they're attached to the wall. They appear to have, some type of nail that was used to nail them to the boards.
Okay.
I will leave. Are we... So, like, we're not in the town. The town where I would find those Aarakocra would be in the underground section.
Technically, it's pretty high above ground. It's just inside of the mountain. So, however you define it, just to be clear, yeah, it's probably.
Well, that current part of the ground.
Fair enough, but my point being, it's 400 or 500 feet in the air, within the mountain. Yeah, and that's like, it's like a 30-minute walk away or so.
I would probably find somewhere to sit down and write a quick letter.
Sure. There's plenty of desk in the trailer or otherwise.
Maybe not in the trailer.
Yeah, there's a
little
tree
guy
stump nearby.
spook.
What'd you say,
Yeah,
Paul?
I would.
Hear all that.
Yeah, I guess I would just write the letter and then go to mail it.
Okay. You can send me the contents of the letter in a separate text.
So you said it's just now dark, or just a little after dark?
Yeah, it's
late.
sun will set in about 30 minutes or so. Carnival's pretty lively, but you're on quite the outskirts of the carnival currently. You can just hear the music kind of off in the distance, quarter mile or so. This trailer, as well as some others, are out here, just kind of storage.
All right, so we know that Verdusta. So what's our plan? Are we going to stay here or go somewhere else?
Looks like
What's your
other people
definition
are-
of here?
Well, inside the trailer, or do we going to go find a tent that he said we can stay in?
Well, little man already dipped out, so unless we sleep in separate,
Yeah.
should probably figure out where he went.
head towards the tent.
Okay. So I guess we'll go find where the tent is, and maybe grab some food on the way or something.
Right. Food to feed y'all for the evening. A good meal would be a silver piece. And Harker, I would say it's going to cost, we'll say 7 gold pieces to get your letter sent.
Okay. Then I would head back to wherever we were told we could stay.
Yeah, there's a trailer on the opposite side of the carnival. Not really on the outskirts. It's a little loud with all the carnival festivities going on, but around 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or so, eventually it quiets down enough for everyone to get some rest. If there's nothing everyone else wishes to do, you're welcome to go to bed.
Well, as we get to the tent, we're getting ready to rest. I'm going to sit down and start carving and making some talismans.
Okay. Understood.
Can I dig a little hole under this tree and sleep outside of this thing?
We're all in a tent, not inside this thing.
Oh. That makes me
Unless
feel
you want
better.
to go sleep in a hole.
Nope.
All right. the thought crosses your mind, but the nice, warm, safe tent makes you think otherwise.
I'm putting my bed near Harker.
Once he falls asleep, I move. I want to take a amethyst that I have in my pack out and just start, like, I don't know what you call. I guess like inscribing little runes across it, like all around the
Gotcha.
sides. And then just work on that for a bit of the long rest before I go to sleep.
Okay. Anybody else got anything important?
I'm just sharpening my blades, contemplating if I was supposed to hear back from my friend or not.
Hmm.
I'm going to just stare longingly into the Capesk frame. Kind of set it up next to me. Obviously still like semi-guarded within arm's reach in case somebody tries to take it at night.
Of course.
And make sure Vidurk ain't pitching his own tent over there.
Does he notice the heart in his pack?
He hasn't ruffled through it yet, so.
Perfect.
Yeah, I just got my bedroll, laid it out, and Capesk was there waiting for me.
Just like his dreams. Finally coming true. If that's everything everybody wants to do, you can get your long rest.
A little bit of a respite.
Am I not
Respite.
on this page? Don't think I am. There we go.
I guess we'll set up watches or whatever.
Sure. If you wish.
Yeah,
to
I would
do so.
also like go around the room and lay out a alarm spell.
Very nice.
I'm not worried about it. I trust these people.
Yeah, I don't. All of us are like not gonna trip the alarm, you know. Anyone else would.
Very nice. It is morning. We'll say early in the morning, there's kind of a ruffle on the outside of y'all's tent, and Zoomed Off peeks his head in. Well, hope everyone slept well. Please feel free to peruse the town or hang out around the carnival and spend a little coin if you wish. I'll be here if you need me. We can discuss that Shadowless Guild thing whenever you're ready. Takes his leave.
Are y'all ready, or did you have any other things to do?
No, I'm ready.
Okay, he's about to walk out, and y'all stop him. Oh, all right. Well, meet me at my tent so we can talk privately. And he kind of like looks, you know, it's like a suspicious look on his eyes.
Okay. So I guess we'll head over there.
Okay. So I'll head to Zoomed Off's tent, walk inside. He quickly puts up a protective talisman and begins to briefly explain just some things that you had already kind of seen in that letter, the location of the Shadowless Guild. And he says that he's never been there. He's, of course, not allowed to go. But his knowledge of just how to get there and things like that. He also mentions that he's heard it's best to try to be as discreet as possible when entering this building.
I'm here!
Welcome.
Like,
Yeah.
Shadowless has arrived.
So with that, y'all have a heading into town in a location.
Do y'all think we should mention this book when we get there, or should we keep that to ourselves?
I mean, if Lover Girl over there didn't want to tell them, we probably shouldn't.
Okay.
Alright, I guess that's the plan then. Just wanted to make sure. we were all on the same page.
All right, so I guess we'll head to the guild.
As y'all begin to walk towards the town of Shanipu, you eventually reach the base of the Shisham Range, of mountains of the Shisham Range. You begin to kind of switch back up and forth hundreds of feet, and then eventually delve horizontally into the mountain itself. For those that would know a little bit about Shanipu, I'll have anybody give me a history check if you think that your character would have the basic amount of knowledge about this location.
I don't know if I would or not, so...
So where is Shantipu located on the map?
Very far east on the Dead Mountains. I'm not saying you've been here, just if you're someone that's maybe proficient in history or something like that, you might...
I mean,
Then I will.
As a merchant, I guess only if there's a chance that we would have had goods come from there.
You would definitely have had, on occasion, something come from here. Yeah, it's pretty far for you, but
right.
Yeah.
18 for me.
Okay.
18. Like I said, mine would be just, I guess, if we get stuff from them, but not any details.
As y'all kind of think about it briefly, 36 or so years ago, this town was just a small mining colony that at one point in time kind of mainly focused on the diamond trade. But after a while, after all the Chuldanog business had happened, the use of diamonds had slowly decreased and some of the mines had kind of dried up. And it was the Bumblehoffen family that brought some new ideas from the town of Honio, Gershwit Bumblehoffen. She ran some very successful businesses here, and eventually came to this town because her family members had been killed and raised by the Chuldanog, and while she was very sad, she was also grateful that she got to spend more time with them. So she set up shop here and kind of helped turn Shanipu into a bit of a central trading hub. The Arakocra Tabaxi Alliance has really helped with that. They've opened up numerous other mining shafts, and
Ooh.
yes, I know. Calm down, children. And everyone has now been able to kind of expand their businesses here, finding rare and unique ores and minerals, as well as benefiting from the newly found infrastructure thanks to the Chuldanog.
Are there any kobolds?
You're unsure. As you immediately enter into the outskirts of town, you see a very large central chamber that has large pillars erected all throughout it to keep the weight of the rock above from caving it in. There are numerous buildings carved into these pillars and carved into the sides itself. There's even multiple layers going downward below that spiral into different sections. On your way in, you see a large area that kind of shoots off to the side that leads to a set of mines. And there's very large roads, and you can see all kinds of people that are carrying ores, both refined and raw, and all of the infrastructure associated with mining is very central to this location. It's a pretty bustling town. Magic is prevalent, and there's no kobolds immediately, though you've just entered. It's previously a dwarven mining colony, so about 50% of the population would be made up of dwarves. Do y'all head straight to your location?
I would, unless anyone else has another stop.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with
maybe say we
Parker.
should like scatter a bit so that we only go in like pairs of 2 at least, so it's not like a big crowd going in if we're supposed to be discreet.
Discreet? Too easy.
My middle name is this.
Oh no.
I would like to essentially wild shape, I think, into a deep broth.
Okay, a cow.
A cow. And I'm going to go with Fadurk. Or I'm going to go with Harker.
I'm just walking a cow into into the guild.
Well, isn't a deep broth more like almost like a ram or bison?
Yeah, it's buffalo-esque. Yeah,
A beast of burden, if you will.
correct.
Okay.
I jump on his back and ride him in.
Okay, do you allow this, Badurk?
Yes.
I let him go. I'm
I
just
thought
like,
well, I mean, I'm still controlling him, so I just stay near Harker.
unless he steers you.
There's no reins or guarding.
That's what you
Grab his
think.
horns.
Yeah. Urgh.
I am but a humble deep broth.
Mines. Okay. Who would like to head to the location first?
I'll slap the Dirk on the ass and send the two of them in ahead of us.
Kind of shocks me, and I automatically
Kinda
do
likes
like
it.
a little rear kick, like a horse would.
Okay. at Harker.
Well, I'm to the side, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
just
Kick
innately
to
behind
the
me.
side, man. Kick to
I don't know. How would I?
But to kick
Roll
his
an
best
attack
friend in the
with deep
face,
broth.
apparently.
Yeah.
It's an automatic reaction. I mean, what do you expect? Just like gravity. What are you talking about?
I don't know if that's the same thing.
You
Well,
could
clearly
make,
you've never been a deep broth before.
You can make a gore attack if you would like against Harker.
God.
That's not in my character page though.
Should be.
Like, how do I guess I don't know how to specify.
So when you go to your journal,
My
you should
journal.
You should see the deep broth.
Oh. Yep.
You could
See-
grab it, pull
click
it
it.
over onto the screen,
Oh,
just double click it. You should
Oh,
roll the roll in the chat.
Traits: AC, speed, walking, initiative. I'm a medium beast cattle.
Mm-hmm.
I am a cow. That's
Well,
unfortunate.
cattle, you know, bison or cattle. So if you click,
Oh,
the
I see it.
gore attack.
Aha!
24 to hit Harker.
I'll use a lucky die.
Okay. All right, re-roll it.
I'm not seeing these.
16.
I'm not either.
Oh yeah.
It says I'm whispering. I'm not sure how.
Yeah, there's no way to change it. It's impossible.
16 misses.
All right.
Okay. No, I just I'm startled when I do it. I'm like, and I give out like a little snore, like almost like portraying that I didn't want to do that. It was just automatic.
I'll say giddy up. Motion for him to go on.
Oh, cool. Did you click something? Because now I have an actual character sheet.
Yeah. I changed it for you. So now you can roll your attack again just for reference. Make sure they can see it. I think they can.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Takes a little finagling, but I'm getting there for all this stuff. Okay.
All right, so we'll head over there, or I'll head over there. If Billy wants to tag along with me, we'll head toward the
Yeah,
guild
that's
place.
fine.
I'll wait a few minutes and then go so it's all spaced out a bit so it's not the crowd going in.
All right.
Well, I mean,
so
you're
yet
with
again,
me.
who will be first?
I think it's me and the bull.
Rider and the Roth. Got it.
The rider and the ridden.
Rider and the roaded. The ride. Okay. As you show up, there is a very nice, intricate set of buildings carved out of a block of essentially the main stone that this mountain is made of. And the location that you have on your map, you kind of do a double take as you look up, as there is just this doorway, but it's just made of stone. There's no doorknob. There's nothing.
I only have
I
13
heard about this
health.
in a book. Just charge right through it.
Does his Roth form have a
I
shadow?
only have 13 health?
No.
No, you have your health plus some temporary bullshit.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that, since we have your boy out. So what is Vidurk's hit points?
17.
Okay. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna do that. Should have 17 now.
I see it on the token. Let me reload the character sheet.
And yeah, you're just kind of staring at this stone entranceway, which it's almost like it's been filled in, but or never even carved out in the first place.
Come on, charge it. Go for it.
I will cast Dancing Lights.
Can you do that as a deep Roth?
That is something that
Yeah.
they have, yes.
Yeah.
I vote that he rolls an intelligence saving throw on whether or not he goes through the wall. That's my personal vote.
This is hilarious.
I'm gonna spur him. Gosh.
Okay, if he,
You start riding in
spurs that,
30 seconds.
I kind of like get like he spurs me. I'm kind of getting a little annoyed or whatever, and I kind of just, I guess, just run forward, and I close my eyes, and I'm just running with my eyes closed at this point.
Okay.
Huge, like, Underdark of Buffalo, running with its eyes closed, like, charging into a wall.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you run just full speed into this wall.
Okay,
Ryder,
so it stops. Yeah.
Ryder, give me an acrobatics check or athletics check, your choice.
16.
Okay, on a 16, you hop off and you're like partially slammed into the wall, and you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
It won't
but
let me edit the health. That's okay. We
But
can
you
do
are
this.
not prone. So if you just click the token, not like a double click, it'll have the 17 and the little bubble. You click the bubble and you just hit -5 enter.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm just curious, like with the sheet, how it is, because it's set up originally. I mean, I guess that's great for using all the attacks and stuff, but whatever passives and stuff that I gain as the game goes on, like, is it gonna?
Yeah, the idea is eventually, as a druid, you would just click a button and it would turn your base
Sheet into
your whole thing, and that's what it's supposed to eventually do. But we'll see how long that takes. By the time we're on, the 2034 handbook, I'm sure it'll be.
Mm-hmm.
Which just is a.
Damn,
good thing
I
to
was
say.
certain that was gonna work.
What'd you think was gonna work? Oh yeah, back in character.
Did he do any damage to the wall?
No, it's pure stone. It's fine.
What are you
Alright.
talking about? That's crazy.
We arrive.
Yeah, they get there after the spacing out, and he's still there with like a bloody bowl.
So just let me know when we arrive, because I'm gonna try something.
Sure. Yeah, you're there. Everyone can be there. if they wish.
Look at the wall a little bit. I'm going to shift into the shadow realm and see if I can walk through it.
Shift into the shadow realm and you walk right through.
Then I'll come back out.
You watch as Papa Maggio kind of disappears, and then a few seconds later, appears back again.
Well, that's less fun.
I'm gonna go start munching on some grass.
There's no grass, bro. You're in the middle.
You're in the middle of a mountain.
There's no shrubs, nothing.
No, there's no sunlight.
Like this can't be.
You're inside a mountain.
In a
I'm
city.
gonna start munching
You're
on
in,
some
like you're
rocks.
basically in the big cave.
Yes.
Clearly, ramming into this fucking wall has confused me.
He sees the shoelaces.
I'm gonna just like stumble back to Harker and kind of like sulk
I'm not there yet.
beside him. You said you were right behind us. All right,
No,
whatever.
You went,
He was
then they went.
staggering in.
I'm gonna just start walking around.
Because it was supposed to
the
be
building
discreet.
All right, man.
I'm gonna just start-
That was on me. Apparently, you just need to shadow shift through this wall or something like that.
That one's on me.
Can I shadow shift in a deep broth and not lose my?
Would you
I'm
like
gonna try
to
it. I'm trying it. Yeah.
You were gone. You were a deep Roth. You were in the shadow plane.
I'm walking through the.
I'm gonna follow him through,
I'm walking through the wall.
All right.
and
so-
I'm gonna hope that Harker never saw us go through, and he has to figure it out on his own.
Mhm.
Okay, so Maggio, you're in. Billy, as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a bowel movement in the shadow realm right before I walk through the wall,
Billy?
and then I'm gonna go through the wall, just in case to leave a trail or something.
Good timing. Harker, what do you do?
I'll get there. I don't know what's going on, so I like feel the wall and like press it. Nothing happens, right? I'll roll an intelligence check. Just
I like
straight
it.
intelligence
What
to
number
see what
do you
happens.
think?
What are you thinking? Like,
I'm thinking like a 16 and above. You would be like, here's an idea.
okay.
That's my thought, personally.
I will potentially use. Do I have a reroll? I got my reroll back because on my lucky die I got the 20.
I still have it.
I will use my reroll.
Suspicious.
AO 23.
Okay. 23.
The first
you're
one.
like-
The first one was a 2.
You're like, aha.
So I walk in having no idea what just took place outside this.
Did he step in anything?
No.
Unfortunate.
Fortunate. I think that's pretty fortunate.
As y'all make it inside, excuse me, of the Shadow Guild, you see that there is a very standard type guild hall. There's a number of people all sitting around and different tables, kind of eating and drinking, and you're back in the material plane, of course, and no one here is casting any shadows. A room of 20 different people or so, and as you enter in, this gentleman would come up to you.
Sephiroth?
I was about to say the same thing.
Good morning, gentlemen. The name is Luciano Elevere. I know my own characters. I am the Shadowless Guild leader of the Shanipu Mining Colony's local guild, and I do not believe that we have made acquaintance yet. Are you new?
Nope, sure haven't.
I did not think of the long-term consequences of naming this place Shanipu.
Now I'll
I'm
introduce
gonna-
myself and I'll tell them that Honda that has asked us to come?
Ah, yes, Hana. She has spent quite some time here in the past. If she is your guide, then you're in good hands.
I'm gonna act like a deep Rolf, like a beast of burden. I'm just gonna kind of like start to wander past everybody.
He looks over, looks down at the no shadow. I'm hoping that one's a druid, yes.
No.
I act like I don't even hear him. I just kind of.
No, we just found it in our travels, and Hannah gave it to us.
Shadowless cow, and you're like, huh? I think we need that.
17. It's a
Alright.
straight roll for me.
Yeah. You know.
I just wanted to say, like, no, Hannah gave us this cow. I think it was attacked by the Tally brand as well.
Just roll this one out in public here.
Oh!
You know what? Just for fun, so we don't have to worry about tie-breaking DC rules. Dylan, odd or even? I'll roll it.
Oh no, odd for sure this time.
Yeah!
Yes!
I must admit that is a first. A cow.
I
as a
know, I thought it was
shadowless.
weird too. She sent it with us here though.
Well, whatever it may be. Sure. We'll go with it. I'm afraid that my schedule for the morning is quite busy. Feel free to peruse the multi-levels of our guild here. You'll find the training hall on level... the hell did I
I'm the leader, but I do not remember the level. Ask a lackey.
I do not train.
We're on the first floor. You'll find it on the lower floor. And he kind of just sees himself off unless you have any questions for him. And based on the number of yawns that I've had and the time, I think we'll more or less end the session here, unless anybody has anything they would immediately like to do.
Sounds good to me.
All right, I gotta leave. Thank you.
He
Was
just
fun.
ended the session.
Did he? Very good.
Later, James.
Adios. My hopefully they have a place to feed their animals or something here.
Yeah.
Yeah, please
giant
mark in
cows.
everyone's notes that the leader of the guild thinks that we have a shadowless cow.
Yeah, there's a butcher here. Don't worry.
Oh yes. Has anyone ever tried shadowless meat before?
Thanks.
Okay.
Who has a deep broth? Shadowless pets.
I have no deception modifier, so it was just a straight roll 17. And he had a +6.
Yeah, he's fairly insightful, so.
Yeah, that was so lucky. And I was about to suggest we do like rollies for it. And that would not have gone well considering you rolled the 19. So I'm glad I went with odd. Finally, some retribution for earlier with the